Testing, testing. Haha, there we are. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my DVD and Blu-ray collection. Haha! Let's move the camera, shall we? There we go. Okay, I think we're good here. Hockey dokie. Now, we're just about to join the gang here.
Well, that they're buying something.
Hey, there we go. I like it.
Oh shit, it's crowded as hell in here.
Woo!
There we go. I like it when
Shit,
things just work. Oh my god. Things are working in one take for a change.
Wow, don't jinx it. Fuck.
Mortal Kombat. There we go. Okay, shut up with the fucking pop-ups, Google.
Killua County Smoker. I'm smoking a hot stick.
Oh, hey, Tank. How's it going, buddy?
Hi.
Oh.
Haha, Matt, I beat you.
Oh. Need tongues.
Look at all the people that are
Man,
here that are
No.
part of the fucking
Oh.
birthday bash gangbang. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ultra with
Yeah, fuck you
calcium.
guys.
Booba Fett.
Okay, send me my check.
Booba Fett.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
Thank you. That's what I was
Minty
going
fresh.
for.
I can feel my bones hardening as I chew.
Which bone are you speaking of, sir?
Nah. Yes, I always get a throbbing erection whenever I have antacid tablets. It's one of those things. I love Tums so much. Speaking of which, did everyone watch the porno table read?
Nope.
No.
No, I did not.
Did anyone
no.
watch it?
I guess we have our YouTube video for later.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should give me a link so I can download it. So I
Yes.
can actually have it done by then.
It's on the Facebook page, actually. I posted it like...
The Facebooks.
My computer can't handle anymore. It's like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Oh my god, you all fail. Whine, 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 moan, moan, moan.
I don't have to watch it. It's no big deal.
Just fucking hell.
Okay.
Lazy motherfuckers. I'll
Meh.
get you the... Just shut up. Just shut up. It's too early. Start that later. Let us settle in first.
I'm all settled, man.
I'll get you the link.
Yeah, he wasn't talking to you, though.
We're not all as laid back as you, Stan.
It's not about
Some of
you,
us are very
Stan.
high
It's all about me. Yeah.
Irritatable.
Hey, it's Matt's birthday.
Some of us have 4 hours of
And
sleep.
he'll cry if he wants to.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
You know what, you guys?
Happy
He just turned
birthday,
21. We
Matt.
might just take it easy.
Mhm.
I don't think he
God
can
damn
handle
it.
all this at once.
I know.
Okay.
I'm still a youngin'.
No.
Yes, he is younger than I am.
Christ.
YouTube.
He's
4 years
Go
shy
to the
of-
YouTube.
He's this age. It's in the
I
chat. for
see
you.
the thing. Oh my god.
How-
Just click
How
the
the hell?
YouTube. Thank you.
Such a gravelly, smooth voice at 21.
Fucking hell.
Years of scotch abuse. Oh, wait.
Years of training, my friend.
Alright, hold on.
It's a silky.
Giving the
smooth
link to
voice.
the gang here. Alright, get that for later.
That's
I
what
don't
she
give a
said.
shit about my voice unless I'm doing a British accent. Then I'll care. Otherwise, I don't give a shit.
For the longest time, I thought Jamie actually was British.
I missed
I
that.
do a good
And
accent.
then when she came on with just her normal, very not British voice,
I
I
was
was like,
disappointed.
wow, you do an American accent really well. Why are you
I actually
pretending to be
convinced my
American
education
now?
class of that. It's pretty good.
What?
I'm pretty sure I told you guys all the story because I
What are you
pretend
talking
to be
about,
British
Dan?
when I'm riding the bus. Because people then take pity on you and they're nicer and stuff.
Dan
Well,
says,
this
hey,
one guy.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Dan
No,
says,
go
hi,
ahead.
Sean. Did you
It's
know
your
that
show.
your YouTube is not showing at all? What are you talking about?
That's YouTube.
I don't know what you're talking about. My
Your
YouTube
YouTube is
channel,
not
my
showing.
YouTube page. I will go there right now.
Just to prove you wrong.
In fact, I'll go there here so you can see me go there.
Yes,
If
I would
you're
love to
talking
download
about the video that I was just trying to load,
Adobe.
that's because I was not trying to show the video. I was trying to get the link to the
Give it to
video
us.
for the guys in the video chat here. Fucking hell, just stay in the thing so I can type.
There's ladies in the video chat too.
InSaNiTy. There's my YouTube.
Wait, there's women here?
She's a
It's
lady.
there.
Well, I
what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
According to the rules of the internet, we would have to be men, so
Alright.
not really sure how that
Exactly.
works.
We're men.
Yeah.
We're men
Men.
in tights.
But
I think I could walk out of an idea. I just
Zach
would not
Torbeck
work.
says, InSaNiTy shut down? Thanks, Obama.
Fucking Christ, it's leaked out into the wild.
Oh, Manic says, I think he means the camera set up in the bathroom for the online washing tutorials. YouTube, yes.
YouTube.
Raptor
Online
says, it's been a
washing
while since I've been on SNI.
tutorials.
Hello, hello. Hello, Raptor. Welcome back. It has been a while. It has indeed. So,
Really?
yeah, just a sec. Just a sec.
Ow, my limbs.
So today, got Rosie for the weekend,
Yay.
and together, I've been saving this so we could watch it together. We watched Wreck-It Ralph.
Nice.
How
The
did you like
best
it?
movie ever.
I had never seen it. She had never seen it, so it was new to both of us. Had a nice, snuggle on the couch while we watched. It was very, very nice. And,
They laughed, they cried.
Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it a lot, actually. Just really fun movie. Lots of references to old video games, which I certainly dug, and I like how the whole thing had a very old school video game feel to it. Like even the soundtrack is very old school video game ish. And
I love that movie.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Good fun for the whole family. Really like Jane Lynch's badass Space Marine character, and of course John C. Reilly as Wreck-It Ralph. The guy whose name I can't remember is Fix-It Felix. Sarah Silverman was great as
Vanellope von Schweetz.
Vanellope, yeah, that's who it was, yeah. And yeah, just a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it a lot. Definitely plan to pick up the 3D version now because I've come to the conclusion it's a movie that I will watch over and over again. And Frank says there are apparently plans for a Wreck-It Ralph 2, so good.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Look
it did
forward to that.
good business, so see why not.
It did amazingly well.
It was a
The
really good
theater.
movie, though.
Which is good. I was really happy with all the cameos from classic video game characters.
Mhm.
Honestly, I would have liked a few more of them, but I imagine the rights negotiations were probably quite a nightmare. to
There
begin with.
were a lot of
There were-
video game references.
There were, yeah.
Some
Was it Cubert
pretty
in it?
s-
Cubert's
Hubert-
Hubert
Yeah.
was in it.
yeah,
Some
Some of
Hubert
the
has-
graffiti
Hubert.
was video game references.
There's graffiti and just the arcade. I was kind of going through the arcade over the years, showing how Wreck-It Ralph was one of the few classic games that kind of endured
Yeah.
And seeing just like the history of video games played out in the various cabinets that are appearing in the arcade as it's pulling back, that was really nice. I like that. Yeah, I liked the support group for video game villains. A lot of familiar faces in there. That was a lot of fun.
To be honest, though, with the movie, I think they threw in a lot of nods to familiar game characters and game concepts and all that. I think if they had tried to put in any more, it would have strictly been a movie where they're like, oh, look at all these games we can
Just
throw
all
into
cameos,
this movie.
Yeah. Well, and then you want to save something for the sequel if there is one. So, yeah, and I liked how, I mean, the whole Fix-It Felix game, a pretty clear Donkey Kong reference there, like, nod to that. And I noticed we watched the deleted scenes as well, which were basically just animated storyboards with the finished voice tracks. I noticed that Ralph, the character, was originally conceived as more of a hairy monster character, whereas in the final design he was just a big guy. But so it was interesting to see how just sort of how the concept evolved over the course of the development of it. And even the story, like if you look at the deleted scenes, they're obviously going to take the story in some, similar directions, but fairly different at the same time. And I think the direction they ultimately decided to go worked a little bit better. Like Felix was with Ralph through a lot more of his journey in the original version, and then of course Ralph went on his own through a good chunk of it instead. And I think that was a better choice, honestly, because it was more about Ralph's journey really than Felix. So I don't think it needed to really have Felix along for the whole thing.
The movie is called Wreck-It Ralph.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I think
not Fix-It Felix.
Yeah, well, in particular, there was some of the early scenes with Vanellope where it was the three of them together, and it just the dynamic was a lot different having Felix there for that, but having it just Ralph and Vanellope, I thought it worked a lot better, because they could focus more on their interplay and their them both being like the misfits and stuff like that. And I like that, but.
I have to say, though, in that movie, my favorite scene by far is when Felix and what the hell is her name? They're rescued from the nest quicksand.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. With the Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, and they're like, la, 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 and then she just starts shooting her gun in the air, like, all right, enough of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
The best thing ever.
Yeah, she was. Even Rosie laughed at that. She thought it was funny. She was kind of freaking out. It's like, did you see what they were doing? Did you see that? It's like, yes, I saw the big heart, sweetie. It's kind of obvious. She was just, like, blown away. But, yeah, so anyway, really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it for any, old school video game fans or just, folks who enjoy a good animated comedy adventure that's suitable for the whole family. Good fun for the grown-ups and for the kids.
Yep.
I enjoyed it for the nostalgia. Even Rosie noticed a lot of the characters, and like she recognized Sonic obviously, and was really excited for his cameo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And,
I'm Zangief, bad guy.
I had to point out who some of the other characters were. She didn't know all of them, but.
Yeah, I'm taking a quick gander on the Disney Wiki of the list of all the cameos.
Ah, yeah.
They even name they categorize them by what. Development company like Namco, Midway,
Right.
Capcom. So it's a Nintendo, Sega, Capcom, Midway, Namco, Gottlieb, Konami, Atari, Taito, Cinematronics, Data East, Williams, and Square Enix.
Wow, that's a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Frank mentions the 8-bit game was good. You can play it on the website. I remember, I think you pointed that out, Garbage Gamer, at the time, was they actually had, you could play Wreck-It Ralph, the game, on the website. Like a Flash version.
And also they had ported the Flash version and made an actual arcade machine.
Oh, really?
And it toured the U.S.
Nice. That's
so you
awesome.
can actually, for a limited time in certain arcades, you can go and actually play Fix-It Felix.
That's pretty cool. I like that. So, yeah, and Frank says, I wish they would put out the Saturday Supercade complete series with the bumpers. That would be awesome. I would be all over that. That's like one of the few classic video game cartoons we don't actually have on DVD yet. We got pretty much all the Nintendo ones, but we don't have those ones. And we got some of Pac-Man as well. I think we got the first season of Pac-Man, but there's still the other ones. I know with I think with Saturday Supercade, that particular hold-up is a rights thing. Some of the in particular, some of the ones that were Nintendo games, I think, are the ones that are kind of held up right now, which is unfortunate. So hopefully they'll figure it out at some point and bring it out. But yeah, good stuff, good fun. Glad I finally got to check that one out. I've actually been wanting to see that pretty much since I first heard about it, but of course I was poor at the time, so I couldn't really.
You guys still
it.
need to see Rise of the Guardians. You will also both very much enjoy that movie.
Yes.
I've seen that movie multiple times over.
Oh my
I
gosh,
do
it's
need
amazing.
to pick that one up. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I don't know if I'd say it was amazing, but it's good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Fuck you, Stout.
Well, I don't know, Stout. In his press tour for it, Alec Baldwin was saying it was the film he was most proud of out of his entire career.
You know, I did not even know that was Alec Baldwin.
And
until
you know
I looked at
that was not just press tour fluff. He was serious.
This is Alec Baldwin. What? Alec Baldwin? No. Hey, Spawn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Marvin and Frank say that both seasons 1 and 2 of Pac-Man are actually out. So, cool. I will have to pick that up. I think it's one of the on-demand ones, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to order it through Amazon.
Waka. Who wants to eat a funny-ass joke?
Funkbunk asks, did you all like Paranorman? I actually did get to see Paranorman in the theater. It was like a second run. They had like a $5 matinee for kids, and I had Rosie over at one of her friends' places for a play date, so we all went to go see it. So I guess technically that's the last movie I saw in the theater, but I don't really count it because it wasn't a first run showing. It was just like a one day, one showing matinee thing.
You saw The Hobbit.
Yeah, I saw prior to that. That was the last one.
All I heard was that's the last movie you saw in theater. I go.
No, wait a minute. No, I meant until I went to The Hobbit. Yeah.
I enjoyed Paranorman, but I wouldn't say it was like super awesome. I've watched it a few times, but it's not like something I could watch all the time.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. I thought it was a good.
I plan to watch it every Halloween now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
But like, I could
Halloween.
watch Wreck-It Ralph multiple times a month, every month.
Wow.
I enjoy that movie a lot.
And yeah, like Paranorman, I honestly I don't remember a ton about it, which might say something. I do remember enjoying it. Oh, look at that! He's got the actual 3D glasses. Yeah, I don't think we saw it in 3D. Our showing wasn't 3D, unfortunately. But yeah, I remember being quite impressed by the stop motion animation and stuff, which is quite nice. You don't see that a lot nowadays, so it's nice when you do. I still need to watch
It actually
Coraline.
worked well in 3D.
I still need to watch Coraline. I might watch that this weekend because Rosie's been really pushing me to watch it with her. So
Coraline's a good movie.
might check that one out. She really likes it.
Yeah.
What I loved about
Maybe.
Paranorman is that it's a love letter to fans of the horror genre. It's just
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's a beautiful love letter. It's just like
A lot of references.
yeah.
But
It's a true love letter too. It's not just references. It's like
yeah.
we get you. This is your life.
Yeah.
We're showing it to you.
So the other movie I saw, and this is bound to spur some discussion, I'm sure. Just watched it last night on the just raving recommendation of Stoudman and Skinslip. I think it was Skinslip who started the ball rolling and said, "No, Stoud, you have to see this."
Yep.
And then Stoud saw it and was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you told me to see that because I probably wouldn't have otherwise." I checked on Amazon. It's got about 1,200 ratings, 740 of which are 1 star.
Holy shit! Fuck those fuckers.
Yeah, and yeah. So, well, I guess before we get too deep into it, I'm of course talking about Spring Breakers, and my camera in the chat seems to have frozen. So let's just kill that, shall we?
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Is my other
Come on,
camera
Bobby.
working okay? Yes, okay. Spring Breakers. which from the cover, if you knew nothing about it, you would think, oh, it's one of those movies. Gee, we sure don't have enough of those
Or if you've seen the
movies.
trailer of it,
Yeah.
you would
Yeah,
also
the trailer's
think the same
terrible.
fucking thing.
Badly
Yeah,
marketed.
another one that's badly
The trailer was made
misrepresented
by
by the
people who
trailer.
didn't understand the movie.
So I went in honestly not really knowing what to expect. The first thing that struck me about it was actually the visual style of it, like just the cinematography and the sort of hallucinogenic, dreamlike quality of it. Like you really feel like you're kind of on a trip. You're tripping.
I was gonna say acid trip.
Yeah, it's very.
You want to be on an acid trip? Watch Godspell.
The thing that I found interesting about it was it's showing everybody drinking and smoking up and everything and partying, and you feel like you're almost getting high along with the characters. It's like it really kind of pulls you into that, and it conveys that feeling visually, which is not an easy thing to do. I thought it was pretty clever the way it was filmed.
Well, it's a beautiful film too. There's so
First
many shots
15
which
minutes is
fucking
Rebecca
amazing.
Black, the movie.
Yeah, the cinematography was really quite striking. So the thing that Stout
It's really
and
only the
Skinslip,
first 5 minutes, really.
yeah, the thing that Stout and Skinslip have been going on about for a long time, and jumping down people's throats over when they criticize the film, just saying
They criticize it badly.
or just saying that it's a piece of crap, just a bunch of. It seems to me like even just looking at the 1-star reviews on Amazon, it seems like a lot. It reminds me a lot of the initial backlash that Natural Born Killers had when it came out. There was a lot of people just took it at face value and didn't look at your favorite word, the subtext. And I get the feeling that Spring Breakers is going to be another one of those films. I think people, are initially backlashing because they're taking it at face value and they're not
Because
sort of getting it.
stupid.
And they're just seeing it as a bunch of debauchery and whatnot. And yes, there's a lot of debauchery in it, but it also shows the flip side of that. It's not just all partying. It's not a college comedy. I think that could also be, as you said, it was I haven't seen the trailer, so you said it was misrepresented by the trailer. It could be that people went in expecting a light, fun summer, or spring break comedy, and that is not what you get with this film. It is not a comedy at all. It is pretty heartfelt, in your face, pull no punches.
Just get to the point. Did you
social
like it?
commentary and drama. I liked it, definitely. It was not what I was expecting, but again, I did not know what to expect. But I went in with an
really
open
hard to
mind,
say.
basically just looking to, to see what you guys were seeing in it, and I think I picked up on it. I probably need to see it a couple more times to get it, but I definitely got the sense that there was a lot more going on beneath the surface. So I was not just looking at it as
God,
what was
people.
going on the surface. And
You can fit more?
We can fit more. Google Hangout / clown car.
I don't think we actually can fit more
Nope,
after this.
we're full.
one thing
We're
that
full
kept
now.
springing to mind as I was
Maxed
watching
out.
it was, these are
Like my credit cards.
young adults, late teens, early 20s, just partying hard and feeling immortal. And I kept thinking back to this thing I read a while back about the way the brain develops throughout puberty into adulthood. And the last part of our brains to fully develop is the part that gives us the, innate sense of the difference between right and wrong. And you see that a lot. When you're sort of consciously aware of that these young people do not have that part of their brain working yet, you see it. So when you look at these party hard things, you see that in action. It's like, yep, they think they're immortal, they're doing dangerous shit to their bodies and not thinking about the consequences at all. They're getting into dangerous situations and not thinking about the consequences at all, and just doing things for the sake of doing them without thinking it through. Because, well, to be honest, they can't really. To some extent,
mean,
but
there comes a point in the movie where if you've made it that far and you still don't understand what this movie is about, then you're just fucking retarded. I'm sorry. And it's the point where they start singing like the fucking lame-ass Britney Spears song like it's some work of art.
oh,
If you
God.
don't see what they're doing at that point, then just shoot yourself because you are too stupid.
Well, like I said on
Understand.
self-immolate already because you're an idiot and you don't deserve to breathe the same air as the rest of us. The end.
Yeah.
I've still yet to see it.
They treat a Britney Spears song like it's fucking Mozart. I mean,
Like it's the most profound thing they've
hello?
ever heard in their
It's
life.
hilarious.
satire. People do not understand.
Social commentary.
Yeah.
This is all they have. This is their culture. When you have a culture like this, what are you going to get? People like that.
Yeah.
There's
But you were
actually
saying
a-
also you feel like a lot of people who were, in that generation, in that culture, are the ones that are lashing out against the movie because they see it as, they see it for what it is, but they can't accept it. So they
They
just
can't
lash out
understand why
against
they
it.
don't like it. They just think it's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't understand it's about them. That's why.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't get it.
And they may never understand unless they learn something about film. But, I mean, a lot of people from that generation are...
Never.
I wouldn't say they're too stupid. I
They're
just
too
say
stupid.
they're the same kind of people
I'll
who
say it.
are currently under the, belief that movies are just entertainment. They're just
Yeah.
there to
They've been
entertain you.
conditioned
If they don't
since
do that
childhood
on
that
first
way.
chance,
That's true.
If you beat somebody every time they do something that you deem wrong, they'll no longer do that thing. So if you browbeat someone telling you don't need to watch the movies that make you think, just watch this flashy piece of shit, they're gonna then search that out because that's what they know.
Yeah.
They don't know anything else. That's what's happened to this generation. We'll never have the 70s again. It'll never happen again.
I wouldn't say that. I
It'll
just
never
say it's
happen
not
again.
going to happen anytime soon. I have hope. I just don't have hope for any time in my lifetime.
Frankly, since there's no afterlife and probably won't be getting another life after this, that means for me it's ever.
Yeah,
So that's all
that's
that
true.
fucking matters to me. I don't give a shit.
Fucking follow yourself, asshole.
Yeah. Absolutely. I will not argue that.
Suddenly you got very quiet.
I was just reading through the text chat. So Howlermouse says, Spring Breakers was basically a bunch of Disney tween angels trying to break from being typecast. I like kids better.
I don't know about that. Kids comes from a different era. Of course you like kids better. It's probably more, poignant to you. It's probably geared to your era, the area in which you grew up in. But,
Yeah, I actually felt like Selena Gomez, that's the best thing I've ever seen her do, frankly. It was the most adult, the most
how do you
legitimate role I've ever seen her do.
How do you deeply act vapid people? Tell me. Why don't you tell me, Howler?
Well,
Why don't you show me?
Read
how...
what you're responding to, just so those watching later know.
Yeah. Okay. No, because he said no. I'm responding to what you said.
What I just said. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
they didn't. I didn't feel like they held up. Held up to what? They're playing vapid, fucking brain dead characters of the current generation.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you want from them? I mean, they're not going to be goddamn amazing actors. They're acting like idiots because they're fucking idiots.
Because the characters.
That's what the characters are supposed to do.
It's
similar to
what
the
characters
concept.
are supposed to be.
Yeah, it's similar to the concept of the Canyons, which also came out this year by what's his face, the guy who did Taxi Driver.
Paul Schrader.
Yes. He was he was the writer for Taxi Driver, and he directed the Canyons this year, and a lot of people didn't get the Canyons, because what they're trying to do, one of the things they're trying to do in the film, is they hired a guy who was actually a porn star, but he also just happened to have the name James Dean. They're trying to play on the Hollywood, the names of the Hollywood starlets of yesteryear, and comparing and contrasting that with Hollywood starlets of today by saying the James Dean of today is an amateur porn star, and the Hollywood starlet of today is what's her face? I can't even remember who the fuck it is. That's how vapid and pointless she is to me.
What's her face pop singer who?
Yeah, what's her
nuked
face?
himself
She was in a
public.
bunch of. She's a Disney star. I can't remember her freaking
Oh,
name is.
Miley Cyrus.
No, the
No.
other one, the one before that.
Oh,
The one before that. Lohan, yes.
oh,
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lohan.
Lohan.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lindsay
yeah, yeah.
Lohan.
Which you do get to see her tits in this movie. No big deal. They're not that good. But I'm just saying.
Howler Mouse said kids actually had actual street kids in the movie. It was partial documentary. Wrong actors. Done. Moving on.
Yeah, but I
Lindsay
mean, even if that's
Lohan.
the case,
Lindsay
that puts it in a completely different genre. You can't compare the two.
Yeah. That's
This
apples
is-
and oranges.
This is
yeah,
satire.
they're both fruit.
This is not a documentary.
They're both
It's-
fruit, but they're fucking different. You know,
Yeah.
like shit.
Mhm.
My favorite
Okay.
comparison.
But I mean,
yeah.
if you're trying to portray somebody in a certain, if you're trying to portray a group of people in a certain light, like they are with Spring Breakers, then who are you going to get? Are you going to get somebody who's like a great actress, or are you going
Get
to get
Meryl
somebody
Streep.
who legitimately fits that role?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened with the Canyons. That's exactly what happened with Spring Breakers. I mean,
Well, see,
I
I
think
mean,
it's
if
cool.
anything, taking the so-called Disney tweens and putting them in those roles makes it that much
More
more
realistic.
poignant, as far as I'm concerned, because it's showing I mean, because you're seeing both sides of them. You're seeing the nice, innocent, sweet girls that they're portraying themselves as to their parents when they're calling home, and then what they're actually like when they're just out on their own with their friends and stuff. And you know,
Oh, Zach Torbeck.
I mean-
I will quote Zach Torbeck. Miley Cyrus is a nasty cunt of a twat. No, you're just a fucking miserable jackass. Leave her the fuck alone. Holy fucking shit. Let her do what the fuck she wants. She's not grinding on your fucking kid. Who gives a fuck? Alright? You have no right to complain.
I gotta.
What'd she ever do to you?
Leave Miley alone.
You don't have to like her, but don't call her a
Jealous.
cunt of a twat. You don't know who the fuck she is. You don't fucking know her. You're going based on what? Her fucking shitty music video? Who gives a shit? Fucking Christ.
Patterns of Force says, and I feel very sorry for you hearing this, says the girls in the film summed up how almost every single girl in my high school class behaved.
Oh.
Oh, so it's kind of like kids.
Poor bastard.
Oh,
So it's like
just
real,
like kids in the sense. Yeah. Oh wow. Look at that.
Yeah, I know, Raptor. I'll explain. Well, allow me to explain. Raptor, sorry. Raptor says, Sean, in your newest video, the outro plays around the 13:23 mark. It's actually not. It doesn't have the sound. It's just the links come up in the middle of the video. The reason for that is, rather than creating a whole new project every time I make a video, in order to cut down production time, I just load the previous one, and then take out the old stuff and drop the new stuff in just to save some time, right? And in particular for the titles, because the titles are a pain in the ass to do from scratch. But if I can just modify what I've done, then it's a lot easier. So what had happened was I'd left the links in the timeline from the previous one, and I forgot to take them out. That's really all it
Yeah, I've done
boils
that.
down to. It's happened on a few occasions. Sometimes I've left the sound in too, so like in the middle of talking, you suddenly hear, "Dun!" just in the middle of nowhere.
I remember hearing that a few times.
Like, oops. Oh,
When it comes to people being like lazy in their film viewing and stuff like that, I mean, I really do take the approach that that's one of the reasons why I feel like people really need to start reading a film. You don't just watch it. You're an active participant. You are an
This is
active
true.
fucking participant. You are a part of enjoyment in the film. It's not
Okay.
their job to make you enjoy it. It's your fucking job, all right? You have to be able to read into this stuff and see what they're doing.
So, if you don't
Obvious-
like a movie, you didn't try hard enough.
No.
Sometimes.
No.
It depends.
No.
If you read into it and it still sucks,
If the
then
movie
it
does not
sucks.
entertain you, it's your fault. God damn it.
And that's
No.
fine.
Well, a
Like,
movie
If
doesn't
you
necessarily have to be.
If you do your job and
I'm
it still
just giving you
sucks,
shit.
then it sucks.
Look,
That's all I'm
And
saying.
sometimes a movie's not there to entertain you; it's there to make you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what
That's all.
Stout is saying is don't hate on a movie just because you didn't understand it. That doesn't
Right.
mean
Try
that
to
it's necessarily a
understand it, and
bad
if you've
movie.
tried and you still can't get anything out of it, and can't see what people are saying about it,
Yeah.
then fuck it. You know?
Doesn't matter.
Welcome
That's
back,
another
Metal.
problem
But
with
see, this gets back to
movie.
what we were saying before, where it's like people have been, like the past couple generations, I think, have kind of got into this mentality that movies aren't there to make you think; they're just there to be mindless entertainment. And
Thanks, Michael Bay.
Hollywood's
Like the
just
new Evil Dead
perpetuated
Thanks,
that
Obama.
by giving us an endless fast food diet of paint-by-numbers blockbusters that are completely forgettable most of the time. And, you know,
Boys
who's
2,
going to care about those
Transformers,
movies in 20 years,
Rock.
30 years,
Um,
40 years,
so-
50 years?
How-
Moving at the Rock.
So Howler Mouse said Leo Fitzpatrick and the guy who played Casper were discovered while skateboarding. The movie is scripted, but is a quasi-documentary. Well, you can't be. Never mind. Hold on. A lot of kids had zero acting experience that add to the ATM. I don't. Anyways, okay. First of all, if you're
Atmosphere.
discovered by doing
Atmosphere.
something, or if you're,
All I could think was ass to mouth.
It added to the ass to mouth, yes. Or at the moment.
Now, if you go and you hire someone to do something, regardless if they're an actor, they are now an actor if they're reading scripts from a line, from lines from a script. So therefore, what you just described is still not a documentary. It's still not even a quasi-documentary. It's not about them. It's about the characters written. They just happen to fit the fucking characters. Not the same
No,
thing.
it's a documentary like those reenactments on those haunted like house shows are documentaries. It's the same fucking thing.
There you go.
Wouldn't this?
Anyway, while we have a moment, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bid you all adieu. I have to get to bed because I have to work tomorrow.
Oh.
Well,
Take a
thanks
good
for
ball.
coming out
Take a
for a
batch
little bit
now.
anyway.
Fine, get out.
Have a good night.
Well, see, now you can replace me with somebody much better.
There you
so
go. At
that'll
least
work
as
out.
long as you have
Oh.
our toe. This is the passing of the vaginal torch, and then we have a token vagina in the room.
That just sounds dangerous and unpleasant for everyone involved.
That sounds like
Yeah.
something I would totally
what
pay
an
to
honor.
watch.
I'm gonna laugh if the next person to come in here, the token vagina, is
Token
Cass.
there you go.
I'm gonna tell Cass you said that. You called him the token vagina.
So Hallermouse
Someone get a hold of Cash right now.
says, I've explained to people that I think a film makes you think, but a movie makes you want popcorn.
Yeah. I've actually discussed that in film classes. Like, what's the difference between a flick, a movie, and a film?
Yeah.
It's like, flick is low end bullshit. Movie is middle of the road. Film is true art. But at the same time, it's like, no, call it whatever you want it.
They're,
Whatever.
truthfully, they're
Right now.
interchangeable, but we can be
Bye.
Good night,
be
everybody.
elitist about it.
Good night.
Alright, good night,
Have fun. Don't
Jamie.
stay up too late. Don't rob any banks or anything crazy in your underwear.
Don't go ass to mouth.
Don't go
No, go
west.
ahead. All right, bye guys.
Later.
Apparently, Jeremy and
Then
Lana,
there was
maybe
one
it's just
thing.
Jeremy, is holding up a sign for Matt.
A sign? What? Hold on. There we go.
Ah,
Hang
thank
on,
you.
Let me bring it up there. Happy birthday, Metal!
Thank you. Great. Yowzen.
I hope you're
Amazing Metal. I don't know where that came from, but okay.
As
But I mean-
always will be.
There's just some stuff that it's like, there's like the example I gave of the canyons, that I have to wonder how fucking ignorant you can be to not see what they're trying to do when they hire a fucking amateur porn star to play the part of James Dean. I mean, really? Do you not get it? Do you not see it? Do you not see the clear parallels here? Have you never heard of James Dean?
Yeah.
You don't see what they did there?
James Dean, the porn star? Yeah, I've heard of him.
Who?
God.
Like,
He did
one of
some
the main
stuff with
complaints
Long
about that
Dong
movie was
Silver,
like,
didn't he?
One of the main complaints about that movie is like, oh, everybody's just fucking looking at their phones the whole time in the movie. Yes, that's the fucking point. That's the point. They're a vapid generation of bullshit. That's the point.
It was so vapid. Well, good. That's the point.
It's supposed
Welcome
to
to
be.
the party.
Yes.
I went overboard. I apologize.
Always go overboard.
No, don't ever apologize for that. We want more of that, actually. More stout rage.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? Usually click on my phone. Hold on.
Time to
I'll be a few
rush.
minutes.
Whoa, Nelly.
Oops.
So Zach Torbeck says, example, I questioned life after death during the 1995 film Casper. Another example, I thought about what it means to be human during Bicentennial Man. Was that the last straw for Skinslip? Casper? I'm out.
When did he leave? Wait, where did he go?
I don't know.
No, he's there. He just isn't there. He's still here though. In spirit.
He's still there, he's just not there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Postman. Yeah, Raptor says the other night I saw the Postman for the first time. Really enjoyed it. I liked it too, actually. I thought it was a good post-apocalyptic film about, you know,
I need to see it again. I haven't
Just-
seen it in so long.
something so simple as, you know, figuring out a way to start mail delivery again, helping to, you know, be one of the foundation blocks of rebuilding society.
I'm into a
See
certain.
I
that.
only had
Isn't
4
that
hours
one
of
with
sleep.
Kevin Costner?
I can see how cheesy it is, right? But
Oh yeah, but that's okay.
whatever. You know, it's good.
Overall,
It
yeah, I
worked.
enjoyed that one very much, actually. More than I expected to, just given... Everybody just seems to have a hate on for anything Kevin Costner does. And now, granted, I don't go out of my way to see Kevin Costner movies. I had a girlfriend back in the day who was gaga over everything he ever did. But, you know, I have nothing against the guy.
I
He's
was
done some
talking
good
about.
stuff, and he's done some crap. Name me one actor or director who hasn't.
I was
Will
talking about
Smith.
making a rating for movies for Geeky.com labeled "It's a Movie," which is to denote any movie that feels like a bunch of fucking Hollywood whatchamacallits got together and said, "Yeah, let's put this and this together. It'll be a huge hit. It's a movie. It's a movie."
And put a giant
Yeah, that's-
spider in there.
That's the big thing they always say when they come across an idea that's like, well, I guess that'll work. They're just like, it's a movie, you know. So that would be my 5 or 6 star middle of the road movie right there. It's the
Gotcha.
it's a movie rating. You know, it won't kill you to watch it, but it's not really that good.
Cyber6 says, so I started watching Twin Peaks the other day. I have no idea why I put it off for so long. It's amazing. Kind of want cherry pie now. Yeah, speaking of which, we need to start watching that. We've been putting that off way too long.
Yeah,
Yes,
you made
we
us
have.
all download some
Yeah.
of the episodes. And
I've yet to
Never
see it,
watched
so I
it.
need to watch it.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Neither have
we'll
I.
get organized on that. Because we need to start making that happen. It's good stuff.
Ugh.
I have started Haven though. That show's, I don't know.
Haven, I have the first season on Blu-ray. My mom actually bought it for me because she really likes it. I've watched like the first 4 episodes. I think it's good.
I think I'm 7 episodes in.
It hasn't quite captured my soul yet, but she assures me that the latter half of the first season
Do you
where it
find
really
it
starts to pick up.
Episodes really predictable.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I've only seen 4 episodes, and it's
Well,
very anthology-esque.
I'm only
at
7
this point.
episodes in, but like as I'm watching them, it's kind of like okay, I kind of figured out who done it now. So
okay.
because
Alright.
it follows a pattern. I feel like
Yeah.
like it always one person that they think has done it, but then it's always like this background character that I don't know, but I've kind of
Well, there's a lot of things. Murder mysteries and whatnot are often like that. There's always the red herring. Hell, you know,
yeah, that's true.
a
I mean,
pup
the
named
stories are
Scooby
interesting.
Doo.
Don't get me wrong,
A
the stories are
pup named Scooby Doo actually had a character named Red Herring, who would always get initially blamed for whatever the mystery was, and then of course it was never him.
There was only one episode of that show where it was almost him. It was his mother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like his mother or his grandmother or something like that.
But yeah, I mean, the stories are interesting in it, but I'm going to finish the first season and then kind of go there. Since I think there's 3 seasons on Netflix right now.
Of Haven? Yeah, I think they're airing the 4th season right now. Maybe the 3rd. I don't know.
Well, there's 3 on Netflix. They have 3 seasons out right now, so I'm guessing
Okay.
the 4th season's the one that's airing on right now.
Alrighty. Wow. Well, I've got some catching up to do then.
Well, you have to be able to.
Damn it, I hate it when I run CCleaner and I have to retype all my web links.
I thought about getting Bates Motel on Blu-ray. Everybody says that's a pretty good show.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
been
a
told I
good
need to
show.
see it.
That is a good show. I watched the first season. I don't know if the 2nd season started yet. If it has, I haven't watched it yet.
I know I'm getting Hannibal. I'm going to get the first season of Hannibal because I know. And not just because Gillian Anderson was in it. I swear.
Sure. We know what an X-Files freak you are. Come on.
I know.
So, Chad, what do you think of the rumors that David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson are in a relationship?
I think it's false.
Yeah, you think so?
I do because while it would be nice in my X-File heart, I know I think she's married.
She's
And
not. She's been divorced.
Taya.
They're both open right now. They don't have partners, so.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
she get
months ago.
divorced?
Brandon and I were actually just talking about how awesome it would be if they brought the X-Files back. You know,
Yeah.
we were thinking about like, what if
They're
Netflix did
they're-
that?
Do it like a Netflix
You
thing,
know?
That would be. Have you read the season 10 comics yet? Anybody? Okay.
I haven't even
Well-
finished watching the series. I still need to finish seasons 6 through 9.
I love that they're doing comics as seasons.
Did you watch the movie
No.
already? Because that happens before season 6.
Yeah, of
The first
course.
movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
wanna
always
make
watch.
sure.
Yeah, I made sure to slot the movie between seasons 5 and 6.
Okay.
I know that. So.
All right,
When
just making sure.
at the flea market today, I saw what was it? X-Files I Want to Believe, like the Ultimate Edition or whatever that had all the like awesome special features. Buy that for $2, but I know I'm gonna get a Blu-ray soon. But I want to buy it, so I didn't buy it though. I kind of wish I did though, even though I already did.
It was pretty,
Yeah. But I a basic one.
but for $2 you should have bought it. Come on, man.
I know. I should.
the
I
worst
might
thing
go back
you could've done
tomorrow.
Is you're like, I'm gonna get a Blu-ray now, and I'm gonna send it to the DVD to Brandon. Like, woohoo!
Yeah, I should do that. I've got two copies of well, I've got a DVD version of Fight the Future. It's the nice widescreen edition, and then I've got the Blu-ray of it. But I won't either of those. And then I have
Get Blu-ray.
and then I have like 5 copies of Fight the Future on VHS. Don't judge me.
Why
Along
5?
with I don't know, because they made them for me. They're like, I can't remember if you this one. I'm like, of
Oh,
course
Lord.
I do. I have like the nice big edition that came out that had the widescreen VHS tape, the making of VHS, a script, the making of book, and a whole bunch of other stuff. God, my eyes are fucking burning.
Stop washing them with lemon juice. I keep telling
Stop
you.
putting
Apparently-
salt in your eyes. It's
apparently
bad for
that-
you.
Apparently that's what's on my hands. I don't know. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
There we go. Maybe. Now my dog's staring at Jade. What's wrong? Come here. Come here. Twitch. My
Haji
ugly
is
shit.
apparently watching Shaun of the Dead instead of hanging out with us. What a dick.
Who is?
Unless he's
He's watching-
actually
He's
doing
watching
both.
some
I don't know.
Shaun.
That's possible. I suppose people could multitask.
Who's watching that?
Haji.
Haji. Oh. Fuck Haji. You're supposed to be making fake ass names and like trolling the fuck
So-
out of us. Come on, man.
So, Sean, I was
Well,
going to mail your package off today until I
Yeah.
got to the post office and realized it was closed.
Oh,
I was like, motherfucker.
bravo.
Oh.
It's funny
So
you
it'll
mentioned
be out
that.
off on Monday.
Sorry, Funkmonk just says, have been watching Sherlock Hound after work this week. Anyone else seen it? It's funny you mentioned that because I actually just picked up Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century. Ordered it on Amazon finally, and just put it on the shelf next to my set of Sherlock Hound, which David Bunch of Numbers sent me a while back. I still have not watched it, but given that I will be watching the third season of Sherlock a little later this month, I'm thinking might be in a Sherlock Holmes kind of mood after that, so I might check it out after that.
Ah, you're in a Sherlock Holmes kind of mood. Well, then you'll be glad to know that since the Sherlock Holmes name and everything has gone into the public domain,
Oh.
I am planning a new Sherlock Holmes novel myself,
Oh.
entitled Sherlock Holmes versus the Dinosaurs.
So is that going to
I'm
be
giving
part
him
of
all
that?
sorts of cool ideas for it.
Is that going to be another entry in that dinosaur porn series we've been seeing a lot of lately?
Well, I hadn't gotten that far into it,
I
but
see.
now that you mention it, I mean, it could be a good idea, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Matt Crandall says, Sean, I slotted Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special between the two volumes of the show. There you go. And everybody's talking about the spectacular Spider-Man animated series all of a sudden. Yeah, I still need to get the second season of that, the volumes 5 through 8. But I do have the first season set. I still haven't actually sat down and watched it all the way through. I watched the first, 3 or 4 episodes, and I recall really liking it. Definitely one of the better Spider-Man shows of recent years. And there's a lot of bitterness I'm seeing just in the chat room here that, and just over the years, that they canceled it to put on Ultimate Spider-Man instead, or Spider-Man Ultimate, whatever it was. The one where he was in the Avengers and had the comedic cutaways that everybody hated. And surprise, surprise, it appears that it was canceled as well.
I have some news that we should talk about in discussion. Shia LaButtfuck has officially announced his retirement from Twitter.
From public.
From public in general, after several instances in which he plagiarized the fuck out of, well, everything and everyone. And he's now embarrassed himself into fucking seclusion.
Wow.
Yay!
His own fucking
I just
fault,
love
too.
it. He tweeted his announcement of his fucking retirement from public, which, you know, like every other
He's
tweet he's
becoming a
posted in the
recluse.
past few months has literally been a fucking plagiarism of something. I mean, he's just been fucking digging his own
He
grave.
just did it to himself.
And now he's admitting it. Like,
Fuck
yep,
is
I
good
dug
with
my
that?
own grave. I'm done.
Thank God.
I
that
had a
horse killed off
feeling.
early.
I had a funny feeling when I found out about Disturbia. I had a funny feeling.
Mhm.
It's like, this movie is a complete... I mean, I liked it alright, but I was like, this is a complete ripoff of Rear Window. And then
Yeah.
they come out and announce, like, yeah, this is based on Rear Window.
So they just blatantly admitted it.
They ripped it off, yeah.
I just don't.
They hadn't given credit to it. That was the big thing. They didn't
Yeah.
give any credit to it.
No, I remember. The general consensus was, oh, I liked this movie better when it was Rear Window.
Was alright though for what it was.
Right. Already saw this movie. It was.
I would have
called
liked
Rear
it better
Window.
if it was, you know, if they had
looking
mentioned,
Like
the-
actually credited it,
you know, credited it. Yeah.
especially how blatantly obvious it was.
Yeah.
Raptor says Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century is really good. Take realism and chuck it out the window, though.
It's sci-fi, that's why.
Well, yeah, it's sci-fi. He's got like a robot Watson, and he's
Robot
reincarnated,
Watson.
he's reincarnated
It's
as a
pretty awesome.
25-year-old.
Fucking amazing.
But
It's pretty awesome.
yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet, but just reading the description, I thought, oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
Leo!
Leah.
Leah.
Leah, Leah, Leah.
Leah, Leah,
Leah,
Leah.
Leah, Leah.
Leah, Leah, Leah.
Leah.
Raptor says Shia can dig his head into the dirt as deep as he wants. We can still see your shameful ass, you mook.
I mean, I almost feel bad for the guy. I would if he wasn't such a plagiaristic asshole, but
Yeah.
I'd feel bad for him if he didn't
Yeah.
cause it himself.
yeah. It's like you are.
If it was one time,
when you
and then
dug
like
your own
people,
grave.
if he did make one mistake, and then he was apologized, and all the apologies weren't plagiarized from other people's apologies,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
and blurbs on his website, and blurbs on his production company's website, and all these other things, right? I would feel bad
That's
for him if
right.
he did that one thing.
He ripped off the apology too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice.
So he's
So now every
apologizing
word
for
he ever
ripping
says
things
is gonna
off,
be, like,
and then he rips
cross-checked.
off the apology.
It's like, that's how much he's fucked himself. Every word he utters from now on is going to be fucking cross-checked.
I remember the
Everything.
Archfiend
He's
doing
fucked.
a video a while back where he commented on an
Never
interview he
quote
saw with
anything again.
Shia LaBeouf, where he was talking about the I don't know, some director he was working with, and Shia described him as, yeah, he's really he's the epitome of fine filmmaking. And then so it cuts back to Archfiend, and he's just like staring at the camera like, epitome. Really? Epitome? And then he did a follow-up video where he was like, I can't believe what fucking idiots my viewers are. I got comment after comment of people sending me the definition of epitome. It's like, yes, I am aware that it is a word.
That was not the point. The point was that it was pronounced.
It's
What
like,
the fuck?
what did you not get about that video? And the problem I had with
Let's suck Shia's dick. That's where you belong.
Well then,
He was
that
just
escalated quickly.
beside himself with disbelief at the dumbassery of his
God.
own viewers.
You,
Not the reaction
hey,
he
to
was
be fair,
expecting.
that's you very often.
Well,
You are very
it can
often
be,
beside yourself in
and
disbelief at the dumbassery of your viewers.
and that
Epitome,
is why I
epitome.
still subscribe to the Archfiend, because I can feel his pain in many of those videos.
God.
Yeah.
Fucking Shia. I mean, oh. He doesn't, I mean, we already felt like he didn't have an original thought in his head, right? Now it's been completely fucking confirmed, beyond a shadow of a doubt. This man has no thought, no original thought in his head.
And
Yeah.
as much as people ragged on him, I thought he was an okay actor. Wasn't great. He was okay.
He's
you
an
know,
okay
and everything
actor.
that wasn't Transformers. You know.
He's on the same level as Arnold Schwarzenegger, who, as I mentioned earlier, honestly not that bad of an actor. He's a
Just
good
plays
movie
the
actor.
character. And that's
know?
fine. You know.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And it just, what the fuck? Just stop trying to direct and write shit. You're clearly not suited for it, sir.
Stop trying to be fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You are not that. You never will be.
Well, no, it's not so much stop writing and directing
It will
shit.
be,
It's
really,
like, fine,
honestly.
write and direct shit, but at least properly license the material you are adapting.
Yeah.
And if you can't get the license, don't do the film.
And if you're going
Period.
to quote somebody, there's these great things called quotation marks
I don't know if you've ever heard of them before. I mean, it's not even really necessary for you to mention who you're quoting, in my opinion. Just that you're using quotation marks. No,
I do it all the
it's not
time.
your work.
I don't.
There
Half the
you go.
tweets I post aren't mine, but I use fucking quotes, so it's not obviously my work. You know.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
search this
Patrick,
shit. It sounds
Patrick
funny.
just
I'm gonna post
says, I've been subscribed to his channel and still watch his videos. Yeah, I think it was actually you that introduced me to him originally, and then I saw him in a collaboration video he did with a couple of other YouTubers just about, YouTube celebrities and how vapid they are. And after that, actually seeing him in action, I really liked his style, his ranting style. So I subscribed to him. I don't watch all of his videos, but once in a while I'll tune in.
It's like I subscribe to a Dose of Buckley because occasionally I like hearing him bitch about people and their idiocy, but I don't always like watching his videos.
Yeah, for sure. You pick and choose.
I
Matt
like this one about
Matt
being a
Crandall asks
sellout.
if
Yes,
Rosie's,
I love that one.
asks if Rosie's last name is McLean. Yes, her last name is McLean.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And your ex isn't annoyed by that?
No.
Every day for her
It
entire
was
life?
actually her
Damn
idea
straight.
originally.
Damn straight, Zach.
Zach
I mean-
Torbeck says Joseph Gordon-Levitt is one talented motherfucker. Just watch Don.
I still
Don
need to see
John
that, by the way.
Star,
I haven't seen it
writer, director, and it's a great movie that has some subtext. Not a lot, but it's there when you look for it.
I swear to God, Torbeck, if I watch it and it has a lot of subtext, I'm coming for your ass, bitch. I'll say.
This is just like overflowing with subtext. Yeah.
Why are
actually
you so tense, Rick?
Speaking of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Thanks, Obama.
Speaking of the kid who sees angels,
I just watched Looper this week as well, and
I've not seen it yet.
he was quite good as a young Bruce Willis. I have to say, he really did it very well.
what's crazy about that, I mean, honestly, when I saw him, I was not sure if it was actually him because,
Yeah,
like, the makeup was so damn good, you know?
yeah. There's a
It was
few.
like, well, it looks like him, but is it really him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I thought it was quite well done. Very twisty turny, very mind fucky, and I like that. And it went in some directions I was absolutely not expecting at all, but I was okay.
I like the part with the guy who's like trying to get to the place before all of his limbs are gone.
Oh yeah.
that would suck.
That
oh
was
God.
crazy. And he gets there, he doesn't even have a nose anymore, and he's like banging on the door with his stumps. But what was it? I was really impressed by the kid actor, like the main kid actor in it.
Mhm.
I thought he was amazing, just completely compelling, and just nailed it every time. He was just
I think I
amazing.
remember who that was.
Amazing.
Let me check. Like, I swear I've seen him in other stuff.
He's
too,
been in a
so
few things. He's been busy for someone who's what, like 7?
Yeah. And he's proven himself as a pretty good actor.
Yeah,
at a
he
young
was.
age.
I was really really blown away by his performance in this. Really intense, and just sold it. Just absolutely sold it.
Where's the kid? Where is he? I'm like looking at IMDb. Where are you? Where are you?
That's a good point. Matt Crandall says, Sean, it'll be fun to watch Back to the Future Part 2 next year. The future scenes will be present day. That's very true. That's very true. And still no hoverboards, damn it. Where are the hoverboards?
One more year, motherfucker.
That's right. You got one more year, science. Come on.
I'm okay without the hover cars, but the hoverboard, that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
Pierce Gagnon.
Oh.
That's his name. Pierce Gagnon.
I think it's Gagnon, not
All right,
Gagnon.
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 You fucking American,
Gagnon, that's his
butchering the
name.
Oh, no.
beautiful language that is French.
Wait, I don't speak frog. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like,
He was in The Crazies.
Haven't seen that yet.
The
I still
remake,
need
of
to
course.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I
The
think it would
remake's
have been
just
negative 30 at the time of the original.
One Tree Hill,
Negative
and
30.
who fucking cares? He's apparently going to be a voice in Rio 2, and he's going to be starring in a movie called Merry Friggin' Christmas, which, just from the title alone, I want to see.
Yes, Merry friggin' Christmas.
Oh, God. And Tomorrowland, eh?
Muska says, my son trapped me into playing a level of Plants vs. Zombies. Plants vs.
Wow.
Zombie from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
You're
Knuckle
not.
like a
You're on
high,
fire
like a
tonight.
high
so-
knee.
I know. To buy time while I played, he turned the toast up to crisp this motherfucker, which in turn set off the fire alarm. Oh
Really,
my god, Mario
Mario
fanboy,
fanboy?
do you actually watch my videos? It says, hey Sean, have you seen Futurama? Yes, only like
What is
multiple
this
times all the way
What's
through.
Futurama? I don't understand.
I've had all 4 volumes for years, like of the original
Show
series,
sounds stupid.
and I've done multiple updates about them.
It just sounds stupid.
I got
very,
those.
very well done.
I've been watching through the first 4 volumes on DVD.
Yes, I've watched the first 4 volumes several times. The only ones I haven't seen are volumes 6, 7, and 8.
You've seen Volume 5?
I've seen volume 5.
And
saw
I've
those
seen
ones
random episodes
as they
here and
aired,
there.
and I've seen the 4 movies in between the original series and the return.
I still need to see.
Beast with a Billion Backs is by far my first one.
Beast of the Billion Backs. I actually like Bender's Game. The Bender's Game was a lot of fun.
Bender's Game was a close second. That one was really good.
Beast of the Billion Backs was okay. Actually, I think my favorite one out of them, honestly, was the first one, Bender's Big Score. I really liked that one.
Matt Groening? Who the
Groaning.
fuck is that? I've never heard of. Wait a minute. Is he the
Futurama,
guy who
man.
did The Simpsons?
Raptor said, we have another year till Jaws 29. I am indeed hyped.
Yes.
Jaws 29. In 3D, mind you.
Damn, they're
We
gonna
also
have to
have
crank out
another
a lot
year,
of Jaws
so-
movies between then and now.
Let's get
We
on
also have another year until that Mattel
Oh, there we go, Jaws
hoverboard,
19.
man.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Jaws 19. Yes. They could do it. Do a Jaws movie a month.
God, that'd be terrible.
Double up for Christmas. Oh, Junix in the house. Hey. Says, hello,
Hello,
long time
Junix.
no see, Sean and gang. Yeah, it has been a while. I gotta get back on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's been difficult the past week or so because I'm working nights. So I basically don't actually leave for work until like 2:30 in the afternoon. And I don't get back until about midnight. So, yeah. No, I have not seen those videos. I wasn't even aware you made those videos. Well, the easiest way to find out if I've covered something or talked about something, I mean, it's been in multiple, like I've done overviews of the entire collection. It's been in the overview videos multiple times. The other way to tell is to go to my videos and just search the title. Because I always put the titles of things in the tags of my videos, so they are all searchable. So you go to my videos and just type in whatever you're looking for. In this case, Futurama. Futurama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 videos come up for Futurama.
And none of them with the actual set. No kidding.
No. Well, I mean, there's the 2009 collection or 2008 collection overview, the 2012 collection overview. There's a couple of update videos.
Right.
Yeah. So they.
Was it you who got the Bender head?
No.
Or someone else with the Bender
No, I
head?
haven't got
Okay.
the Bender head.
Someone said the Bender head was terrible because all the discs like collapsed down on themselves
Yeah.
during shipping. But hey.
Cass sent me a message saying, "Vagina torch." 4 minutes
What?
ago. Maybe that means he's coming.
And you said
Jesus.
vagina and Leah left.
What the hell was that?
That wasn't
Who
me
was
for
that?
once.
I'm sorry. I'm
Is that
sorry.
Jadzia? Really?
Yeah.
Now, was that out the back or the front?
Oh.
Too far, man.
Creeped his way up. It was out the back, creeped his way up front.
Oh,
TMI,
tickles.
TMI, TMI. Now it's gonna smell. I didn't want to know.
I think that's the first girl fart we've had on SNI, like, ever.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations.
Hey, I'm not afraid.
I ain't afraid of
I
nobody.
mean, I've already had sex in front of, like, the whole thing. Or
That's
not in front
true.
of, but
Well,
off to the
near,
side. So.
Near, yeah. Near's the whole hangout. Yeah.
So shit. I mean, a fart's not too bad.
Oh. No, I have not seen the
You're
final
like,
episode of
whatever.
Futurama. As I just said, I have not seen volumes 6, 7, or 8. I have only seen up to volume 5, which was the first, like, half season when the show came back.
And they can't. They ended up canceling the whole thing this time, right?
Yeah, it's fully canceled now.
Supposedly. Come back once, you can come back again.
They might do. I mean, who knows? They might come back for some movies or
Netflix.
whatever. But
Netflix, get on this shit. Netflix, fuck. You're fucking missing the boat on a lot of
I saw the
things.
original final episode of Futurama when it was canceled the first time. It ended on a very depressing note, actually. And then, but I've not
Well,
seen
Just like
that.
Quantum Leap.
There's like 30 or so episodes I still haven't seen. Like the
The
most
thing
recent
is,
ones.
Netflix,
I'll get the
it
Blu-rays.
started out with trying to like restart stuff that had already been killed off, right? Because fans might like it, like Arrested Development and stuff like that. But they're getting more into creating their own stuff now, and I don't know if they're really going to go for that stuff anymore. You know, for
Well,
bringing stuff back. I mean, I hope they do,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's the direction they want to take right now.
They need one final Quantum Leap movie where we actually get to see him go home.
They want
That
to
would be fucking fantastic.
So
It
you're
would
saying
black on the
they-
last episode, but that's okay.
So you're saying they kind of want to be like an HBO, just kind of doing
Yeah.
their own thing.
Yeah.
They already are, man. You haven't seen?
There's so many things they have now. It's crazy. They're distributing movies now.
Oh, really?
Apparently, the rumor is Sundance
House
is
of
coming
Cards.
coming up very soon.
Yeah.
They're on the warpath for movies at Sundance.
Really.
We've
That's interesting.
That's huge.
what were we watching today?
Well, I really enjoyed Orange is the New Black.
That's so
Oh
fucking
yeah,
good.
I
That was
love
really good.
that.
The ending, I was like, ah!
I know. I know.
Oh my god, why do I have to wait for however long till the
It's
next
gonna be like a year. Because they released the entire season in like a day.
And I watched it in 3 days.
Yeah, I think everybody marathoned it. I think I watched it over the course of 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but House of Cards. I mean, you want to know how hardcore that is? We were watching Reservoir Dogs earlier. When it ended, House of Cards was the first thing recommended to me, and I've seen it, and it fits the bill. It's pretty. It's exactly the kind of thing you would expect HBO to do. So.
Ben Christian
Yeah, I didn't
asks,
see that.
"What's my favorite script written by Raymond Chandler?" I have no idea. What's he written?
Chinatown.
Oh, I've never seen Chinatown.
What?
Table flip! Table
Table
flip!
You
need to
you
watch-
knew
you need to
this.
get to
You
watch
knew
it.
I had
I
not
know.
seen Chinatown.
I know.
Get
Table
to watch
flip
it.
anyway.
Okay,
We
whatever.
totally do.
Raymond Chandler. What,
Representative
has he written
table-
anything I've actually seen?
I don't know. He's written a lot of shit.
Probably quite good for on Netflix.
Oh, Philip Marlowe. Yeah, I thought so, Philip Marlowe.
I love that.
Table
I'd seen
flip.
some of his Philip Marlowe TV movies back in the day. It was before I really got into mystery, so I didn't really
I was
pay much
over-
attention to them at the
I was
time.
over on the Horror Honeys the other day, and one of the reviewers,
Ooh,
unlike
Strangers
the
on a
rest of
Train.
them, didn't like Cabin in the Woods. My only comment was table flip. That was it, and it got liked 15 times.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen very much of his stuff. I did like Strangers on a Train. That was a good one. Good
Which
hit
I
for that
haven't seen, so feel free to table
one. I actually
flip
haven't
that.
seen all of it. I've only seen the first half of it up until the murder. But
Wait, there's a murder? Fuck,
yeah, there's a
spoiler.
murder. Yeah.
I think it's a Come on. It's one of those kind of movies.
Yeah. I'd actually like to see the Philip Marlowe movies. get
You
a-
would also
get a release.
love Chinatown. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm sure I would. I've been
Oh
wanting
my
to see it for
God.
ages. I just haven't
I
got
was
around to it.
so pissed off at the end of Chinatown the first time seeing it. I was like, really?
And
Are you
Christian
fucking
says he
kidding
didn't
me?
write Chinatown.
Oh, he didn't.
What?
That's what he did.
What now?
Somebody with a similar name, perhaps?
I don't know. Check Chinatown.
Yeah,
Wrote
Raymond
Chinatown.
Chandler. That's a. I thought that was Philip Marlowe.
Yeah,
I did
Raymond
not know
Chandler
that, I did not know that he wrote
Marlowe.
Strangers on a Train, though. And Double Indemnity is another one that he wrote. Which I
Yeah,
haven't
he's
seen.
done a lot of.
Oh,
Actually,
Double Indemnity's
I took a
great
class
fucking
on
movie.
film noir, right? And Raymond Chandler is, in my estimation,
Yeah.
film noir. He is. He started in
need
the
to-
pulps, and
I
you
haven't
know,
seen a lot
he
of
got
film
into
noir.
Hollywood, and it's just
It's a genre
There's
I've
this
been
great
wanting
movie,
to explore, but I just haven't got
a
around to it.
Humphrey Bogart movie called In a Lonely Place. It's a film noir. It's set in L.A., and he's playing the part of a screenwriter who is writing movies like this. And he's supposed to be, I mean, they don't explicitly say it, but he's supposed to be Raymond Chandler as a character in the film. That's what they're getting at. Because in one scene, they actually depict an actual thing that took place in Raymond Chandler's life, which is that I think it was during the writing of Double Indemnity, or it might have been something else, but he was writing a screenplay, and literally he did not eat anything, and he was up for like 3 or 4 days doing nothing but drinking and writing the script.
There you go.
Double Indemnity, which I believe Stout made me watch. I don't know if I watched it myself or Stout made me watch it. Watched that movie, and holy fucking hell, I owned that movie for 5 years, and I regret not watching it for that long. It's a fucking amazing movie. So fucking good. Blew me away.
Sorry, which movie? I zoned for a second.
Double Indemnity.
Double
Blew
Indemnity.
me the fuck
okay.
away.
Cool.
Blew me the fuck away. Holy
I'll have to
shit.
check that out. Ben says, I think you're referring to Murder My Sweet.
And
Murder My
reference
Sweet?
to what?
Oh, the movie that he was writing for like 3 or 4 days straight and doing nothing but drinking and writing for 4 days.
Smoking cigarettes, drinking, and writing.
Awesome.
Because you don't need food when you have cigarettes. And booze.
Well, it's
Oh,
an
I love
appetite
The
suppressant.
Lonely Place. That, I mean, I have to say, of all the film noirs that I've seen, which have not been many to be quite frank, but of all the ones that I've seen, that's my favorite. It's probably because I'm a writer myself and I identify so much with the character. But yeah, it's just really good.
Oh, Stout, what movie were you here to watch also with me? Since I'm not counting the ones you weren't here for. Today.
Which ones?
Yeah, today. Dread, obviously.
Conan
Oh, yeah.
and Reservoir
What did
Dogs.
we watch? Reservoir Dogs. Which Stout saw for the first time today.
You'd never seen Reservoir Dogs before?
Nope. Yeah, he saw it today.
And I loved it! I had
Good.
seen bits and pieces, but I'd never been able to see the whole thing.
Wow,
which always
that was-
pissed me off.
That was very, the critic of you. I loved it!
It
But I mean-
stinks!
How did I feel about Reservoir Dogs? Just look at my lower third. That's all I need to know.
Reservoir
I don't know, what does it say? Pixelated for me.
It says Mr. Chartreuse.
Wow.
Mr.
And the
Zach
picture is
Torbeck
a picture of
says-
Mickey Now as a Chia toy.
He says they need to make a new film noir movie in the style of the way they did for silent film with The Artist. 4x3, black and white, booming score.
If you call the artist a silent film one more time, I'll fucking pluck her out with a fucking fork.
Is it not, though? I thought it was.
There's sound effects and the fucking dog barks. As soon as the dog barks, it's no longer a silent film. The end.
Okay. So
That
what
shit
do you,
pisses me off.
what do you call it then?
A
Another
fucking
of
sound
my-
film. A very sparse sound film, but a sound film.
Another of my favorite
There's no talking.
film noirs
Oh, no.
is Sunset Boulevard.
You could still have
I know it's a-
occasional sound effect and have
I
it a
don't know.
silent film.
No, you can't. That's
Sure you
actually
can.
no, you can't.
Yes, you can.
The
Of course you
definition
can.
of silent film is there's no sound.
You can
period.
do. Well, there's no. There's
Yes.
music, so why can't they throw a dog bark in there too?
Because they weren't able to do that in silent films.
Quest for Fire has
silent
no
films.
dialogue in it, but it's not a silent film.
No, it's not a silent film. I mean, it
And
actually
neither
does
is
have
the artist.
dialogue, just in language we don't understand, because we don't speak caveman.
Regardless, the artist doesn't count as a silent film.
It's a silent film. It's semantics.
You're just trying. No, semantics are what makes film what it is.
No.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it really does.
For beginners, Javier asks, what film noir do you recommend for beginners?
Oh,
and I
Double
have
Indemnity.
to say, I would say one of two. Either Sunset Boulevard or the one we already mentioned, which Double Indemnity. That's 101 when it comes to
Right.
noir.
Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Chinatown would be okay. It's just a little more. It's a little
Well, you're not
overwhelming.
really going to understand the eccentricities of Chinatown unless you watch like traditional film noir first.
Correct.
Black and white all
But
over. Come on.
well, we're just saying, like, as a film noir, it's a good film noir. It's a bit. It'll put you a little over your head, though. Just to be fair. There's a lot going on with that, and it's kind of subtle.
No, Matt, I will not look at Griffin Ranger's Megaforce on YouTube, or Griffin Ranger's Disambiguation, Mighty Morphin, Griffin Parts 1 through 4, Makeup Season 1, MMG Season 2, Season 2, MMG 3 and 4, Season 3,
Holy
Griffin
shit,
Rangers
dude.
Zero. No,
Griffin.
I
I
will
mean,
not
Morphin.
look at any of those things because I have absolutely zero interest in any and all things Power Rangers.
Except, I don't know what the fuck Griffin Rangers is, so.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even
probably
think that
something to
doesn't
do with
exist.
Family Guy. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe somebody did a
Oh.
mashup.
Yes, Maltese Falcon's a good one too. Good for
Oh, that is a good one.
Yeah.
That came
I
out
haven't
earlier
seen
than Double
Maltese
Indemnity.
Falcon, actually.
I have it on Blu-ray, thanks to Byron.
Would you consider
Rossi
Touch of Evil to
Byron.
be a noir?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not like traditional noir, but
It's not the hard-boiled
The
detective
first
style. but
5 minutes is some of the best footage, but the film. It's so fucking tense.
that big, long,
Absolutely.
continuous shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know it's gonna happen. You're just waiting for it, and you're waiting for it, and you're waiting for it, and you're waiting
Oh.
for it, and then it happens. You're like, holy fuck! God, that was great.
Yeah, it was a great film.
It's
I
like-
need to
it's
get
like-
the Blu-ray of that.
It's like jerking off, right? You know it's coming, but you're like, hold it off. You gotta hold off because you want to do better, right? You gotta kind of pinch the balls a little bit, try to keep yourself from coming, and next thing you know, it's too late. Oh fuck! This is the greatest come you've ever had. Just like that.
Wow.
it's going everywhere.
Yeah, I only
Oh,
saw
what
Touch
the
of Evil
fuck?
fairly
Fuck is-
recently, just within the past 5 years or so, for the first time,
yeah, that's
and
what I thought.
it really blew me away. I was really impressed.
About
It's
5
like,
years ago.
wow, how come nobody ever talks about this one? I mean, everybody
That's
talks about
funny.
Citizen Kane, which,
In-
yeah, is,
In
I
film
think,
studio,
a superior film in many ways, but
in
this
film
is
school, they
good
talk
too.
about it all the time. To
Yeah.
be fair.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, good.
So-
It should be.
so- I saw the opening for cinematography, for blocking, for acting, because of right after the beginning. There's like a really good sequence, and then I saw it again for writing suspense. So I saw the opening of that movie 4 times. So I ended up
Very
watching it.
tense.
Yeah.
It's funny we're talking about film noir because I was recently mentioning to Sean that a lot of movies are being put out on a lot of film noir movies are being put out on Blu-ray right now in France
Are they breaking free
because
though?
film noir was one of the inspiring genres behind the new wave, the French new wave. So a lot of
50
they
years
figure
old
that
this
a
year.
lot of people in France are going to want to see these movies in high definition. Meanwhile, in the U.S., film noir is kind of like a dead genre to
Yeah.
Hollywood.
It's unfortunate.
So
The new
They
wave is like
won't
50
put it
years old
out
this year too.
on
By the way,
Blu-ray.
that's a big
Yeah.
thing.
And what I would say is one of the last. Somebody mentioned like the last great film noirs of the 1950s. What I would say one of the last great ones is Kiss Me Deadly.
yeah.
I haven't
That's
seen that yet.
my favorite, and it's on the Criterion Collection. So
There's a reason for that.
bam.
There's always a reason for that, whether you agree with it or not.
Frank asks, Sean, are you planning to get Never Sleep Again, the Elm Street Legacy DVD or Blu-ray? Absolutely, yes. I would love to get that.
I love that. I have that.
This year being the 30th anniversary of Nightmare on Elm Street, I want to get the 7-film Blu-ray set that came out a couple of years ago. And I'd love to get that documentary as well as a companion piece to it. So absolutely, yes.
Yeah, I plan on getting Blu-ray set. I've got Never Sleep Again on DVD with the poster that came in it. But I'm kind of bummed I couldn't get the pre-ordered one where Heather Langenkamp signed it.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. Oh well. I got a decent price on Amazon like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. Zach says, because people are too stupid to want to watch black and white movies.
Well, the thing is, they can do neo-noir. And they have. I mean,
like Blade Runner.
Because of Brick, which is a neo-noir film.
Brick.
Ryan Johnson was given the opportunity to do Looper. So it's like they have respect for him having done this film, but apparently they don't realize that this film, Brick, is a neo-noir. And
Brick is
people like
amazing,
that movie,
by the way.
and they want movies like that.
Yeah.
Brick's only available on
Why
Blu-ray in
let us
Canada.
do it?
Fuck you, Canada.
Well, yeah, there you go, Sean. You have no excuse. You have Brick on Blu-ray in Canada.
Do
we
we?
don't even have that.
It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Go find it.
I'll
I
have
don't know
to
where
check
it
it
is.
out then.
Find it.
I've never seen it in any stores here. So
I'm pretty sure it's a European only, actually. I've
No,
checked it out.
it's
Brick is one of
Canada.
my all-time favorite movies.
well, let me look right now.
It's in Canada.
Amazon.ca.
Yeah,
Where's your fucking
let's find out.
It's like $14 or whatever.
Is it?
Yeah, we were looking it up recently.
Right.
It was
While watching Brick.
There it is.
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Blu-ray DVD combo.
How much is it?
2011, $20.
No, that's not bad. I
It
mean,
was $14 before Christmas, so.
Cool. I
you
will
wait a
have to
little
check
while for
that
the
out,
price
'cause
to drop.
I-
Whatever.
Oh,
Yep,
it's
it's
just-
the same copy and everything.
I would definitely call myself a fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's work. I really like his stuff.
And this is some of his earlier, like, really powerful stuff, honestly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brick blew me away.
That
Blew me
and
the fuck away.
Lookout.
Yeah, he wasn't even sure whether or not he was going to like it. Then I forced him to watch it, and he's just like, why haven't I watched this yet? It's the most amazing movie I've ever seen.
Those are the best
Yeah.
movies, eh? When you find those ones that that just blow you away.
Yeah.
I love that. Love that experience.
Yeah, I still have an unopened copy of Brick to send to somebody.
Me.
On DVD, mind you.
Hmm.
So, like, if Sean's going to get the Blu-ray, I
I
might
just called
just send
dibs.
it to Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just did.
Well, you
Randy
have it in
Castro
Canada.
says,
so it's like,
Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid is an awesome noir. That was Steve Martin's kind of love letter tribute / parody of the film noir genre. Which I'm sure I would appreciate more now than I did when I was 12 and saw it for the first time, having never seen a film noir in my life. And just went like...
Looper is
I don't
kind of
get
a
any of the
neo-noir,
jokes
but
here.
it's really a stretch. Like, really a stretch.
Frank is asking me if I've seen Chaplin. I have not. I have it. I picked it up recently. It's going to be in, I think, the next update, actually, when I go around filming it.
You say?
I have not got around to watching it yet, though. But I do...
I thought you did put that on an update, or is that one of the ones that you showed us in the last Saturday?
No, I showed it here.
Oh,
You guys have seen pretty much everything I've been talking about in the updates over the past few days. Like, some of it months ago. It's only now I'm just getting around to doing the YouTube videos. So, of course, some
I need
of
to do
my,
their
I don't
update
know,
with the flea market find.
less, savvy brain-savvy viewers seem to be under the impression that I just went out and bought all these Blu-rays, like, just this week. It's like, yes, I'm so rich now. I just bought all these Blu-rays, but they actually date back to, some of them date back to the summer. That's how behind on updates I am. So it's literally half a year's worth of Blu-ray updates crammed into a week's worth of videos.
Hey, I'm
my
not
best
complaining.
Judd
I like
Apatow
seeing
here.
new videos pop up in my feed. Yeah.
Aw.
Let me do my best Judd Apatow here.
Did you see my comment on your latest
pornography.
video?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind picking that up as well, Raptor. Raptor says I still need to get the new Friday the 13th documentary. It's like 6 hours long. Yeah, I forget what that one's called. The something about the camp. I can't remember.
Does that one come with the Blu-ray set that just came out?
No.
This is like the 10 or whatever.
No, none of these
No,
documentaries
separate.
come out with the sets. They're independent documentaries, and you have to get them on their own. I think there was one.
Well, I knew about the Nightmare on Elm Street one, but
There's the Nightmare on Elm Street one. There's probably
Yeah,
the
Friday
13th
13th,
one.
so I
Wasn't there a
didn't know.
Halloween one as well? I can't remember.
yes.
Yep.
Is there?
It's, 25 Years of Terror.
That's what it was.
I own that one.
I thought there was a second one that came out too, or was that the only one that?
It was on
I'll have
it
to
was
grab
on
that as
Lifetime
well.
or whatever. It doesn't count. It's not been released on video, so.
Okay.
Crystal Lake Memories. That's what it was. Thanks, Tim.
There you go.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Rubber yet, have you, Brandon?
Nope.
I'm gonna make you watch it.
Rubber.
Okay.
I saw the
Okay.
trailer, and then I couldn't believe that it was an actual movie. I thought it was just a joke trailer. Like, really? They did a full movie of this? How can they sustain
It's
this
good.
joke for that long?
And apparently,
It's not
Very
just
well.
a joke. It's like
Yeah.
it's got some subtext to it.
Wow. Rubber as subtext. Who knew?
I know.
That's crazy. Yeah. Rob says, yeah, I've got like 8 videos on my computer in limbo and need to do a Blu-ray DVD update. Good thing I do one-take vids. Yeah, actually, most of my videos I do in one take as well. Probably noticed there isn't a lot of editing in them most of the time. Yeah, but I just slap titles on them, basically.
I tend to just record like from the YouTube website through my webcam until I can get a better camera and do better videos.
Yeah, I don't do that. I would always record locally first and then upload, just in case. I don't trust that thing. I've had it fuck videos up on me before.
Yeah, I need to start doing it locally, but it's just my webcam is so crappy that I'm just kind of like, Hopefully I'll be a new camera soon. I want to get, like, instead of a webcam, an actual camera that I can record from and take pictures from so I can actually learn about videos.
Yeah. Frank says, I wish Jim Carrey would do The Mask too. Son of the Mask doesn't count. Yeah, I don't know that that's ever going to happen. At least he's doing a proper sequel to Dumb and Dumber, so that's something.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to that one.
Getting frustrated.
I don't know that one.
Why?
Frank asks, has anybody seen Universal Remote? He says it reminds me of a cross between Stay Tuned and Mad TV.
Universal Remote was okay.
I don't know that
I
one.
didn't hate it.
The one I always remembered was, fuck was it? It was Switching Channels or something. It was the one that had John Ritter in it.
It's called Stay Tuned.
Oh, that was Stay Tuned.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. I watched it like 8 million times on HBO.
Oh, okay. I actually saw that one in the theater. And it had Jeffrey Jones, I remember, as the villain.
Yes, it did.
In that, yeah.
Which we were making fun of during Mom and Dad Save the World.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should have pulled some of those gags up for Howard the Duck as well. Didn't even think of that one.
Yeah, I
But,
know. They're all child molester jokes, so.
oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad we
At a
did.
point, Brandon got really mad at me for that. Well, not
Yeah, it was
mad,
annoying.
but it was
Awesome.
like...
I love it when we get mad at each other during the commentary. Because then it's
He's
immortalized.
just like, that's not funny. You're not funny.
It's getting fucking annoying.
Just shut the fuck up already.
Finally, he's pedophile.
That's great.
That's what he was saying. I was like, fuck you. Jesus Christ.
It's like I feel like we're the only group of people that understand that 4K resolution on a 28-inch monitor is fucking ridiculous.
On a 28-inch
Wait,
monitor.
wait.
28-inch.
No,
4K on a 28-inch like computer monitor. Because I mean,
great.
at least there you've got a bunch of extra space. Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have more,
That's why you want it.
more real estate, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's really it. But they're like showing a video and going, look how amazing it looks.
Well, first of all, anything you're watching on a 1080p screen, it doesn't fucking matter how good it looks. It's like, it's the same. I love people use that excuse. It's the same fucking thing as watching a DVD on an SD TV that has a fucking ad for HD Blu-ray content. It's like,
Yeah,
you're not actually seeing Blu-ray content.
I know.
You're not actually seeing something in high definition there. It's a representation.
Yeah. Well,
not
it's the
even a
same.
good one.
And
But-
what's mostly annoying is seeing all these companies, especially companies like Dell, Acer, Asus, and stuff like that, gloating out the fucking ass that their new 20-inch gaming monitors or whatever are fucking 4K, and then they spout numbers. And my personal thought was that a 4K resolution was 4096 by anything from 3112 to 2160 if you're
There's
or
a
a
couple of
30
different
3072
It's
yeah.
if you're
just
doing
the
4x3.
vertical. It's only referring to the vertical. So
Yeah.
you can have like
Yeah.
15-foot long monitor if you really want to.
Mhm. Now, get this. They're talking 4K. They mention it. It's in the description. They mention it multiple times in the video. And he mentions the resolution 3840 by 2160. Not 4K. I'm sorry. It's just
That's
not.
2K. That's actually 2K. Yeah.
No,
They're
no,
calling
no,
it.
no, no,
They're
no,
calling
no.
it UHD.
No, 1080p is actually 2K.
Yeah, 1080p, 1920 by 1080 is 2K.
Or UHD. That's what I'm
It
thinking.
goes
of.
by
Yeah,
the
they're calling it
1920.
UHD.
Actually, no,
UHD, which is not the same thing.
that may actually be. What
It's
they're calling
Ultra
4K.
HD is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
No, but 4K,
4K is 4K.
in a base definition is 4096.
There's a
by
difference
anything
between
else.
UHD
Yeah, but hold on.
and 4K.
There's Ultra HD 4K and there's Cinema 4K.
Right.
They're not the same resolution. The consumer
Yeah.
version is slightly lower.
So UHD will look great on 28-inch monitor. Still not going to be good for watching 4K movies.
Nah.
But they're selling it as if it's 4K.
They're selling it as a 4K monitor.
But it's not
technically. It technically is, but only
Not
the
really.
technically.
It doesn't get to 4,000.
That's like saying your cell
Well,
phone is technically
2K doesn't get to 2000 either. It's
Well,
1900.
that's true.
So
Yeah. It's 1920.
Geez,
It's not
Stout.
2000.
your thought fails there too.
No. I mean, they cover their ass by saying it's Ultra HD, but they're selling it as if
because it
it's
technically
4K.
is.
No,
Yeah,
It's
but-
higher than
That's-
1080p.
Well,
It
wait
is
a minute.
Ultra HD.
What did you
Definitely
say it
like
was?
38,000.
argument there.
Hold
Yeah,
on
I'm
a
not
second.
arguing that.
38,000.
Hold a second. What did you say it was?
Ultra
38.
3840.
3840 by
That's
2160.
That's 4K.
That's
That's
4K.
double.
19 times 2, that's 38.
1920
Gee,
times
that's harder.
2, 3840. Yeah. And then on the
Really?
and then on the other way,
Yeah.
it's 1080 times 2, 2160.
Yeah, I never
So it's
doubted the 2160 because even the Cinema
Yeah.
4K is 2160
yes.
for widescreen.
Yeah.
And 3072 for 4x3.
Yeah. I don't know
But,
why there's a difference there, but
I mean, mostly
It
what's
is.
annoying me is the fact that they're doing it on such small monitors.
yeah.
That's
Well, that's
stupid.
just-
Makes
I mean,
for a computer, it's fine because, like I said, real
Yeah.
estate. But not for like watching movies.
but that's not what they're. I guess what I'm trying to say is that's not what they're advertising. They're not advertising
is-
free
but-
real estate. They're not.
Like,
They're
thing
advertising.
is-
You will see a difference,
Yeah.
and you.
No. Hear me out. The thing is, when you're sitting like a foot away, 2 or 3 feet at most away from a fucking computer monitor, especially 28 inches,
Yeah.
then you might actually be able to see that difference a little
More
better than you
detail.
would
A little
from
bit.
a
Yeah,
fucking
just because you're closer.
TV that's like 5 or 10 feet away from you. So, I mean, honestly, I've always felt like in terms of 4K and stuff like that, it's probably going to sell better and be a big hit for computer monitors than it would be in television. They're trying to shove it down your throat both ways, but I think that when the dust clears, the computer monitors are going to be the big winners for this generation when it comes to 4K and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because they're the only ones that really benefit from it, in my opinion.
Well, the funny thing is that now that we have flat screen HD TVs as televisions, the whole
Yeah.
line between computer monitor and television are kind of blurred together.
Well, it's gone in a lot of cases. Like,
Well, I'm using a TV right now as my
Yeah.
computer monitor.
Oh,
You
here we
can.
go. 4K
is
ultra
nice.
high definition is actually a derivation bleh, of the 4K digital. I'm drunk. Cinema standard. However,
It
while
is.
your local multiplex
Derivation
shows
or-
images in native 4096 by 2160 resolution, this new consumer format is 3840 by 2160.
yeah,
So, there you go.
there you go. Yeah, I remember I read that a while back.
I mean, I just call it Ultra HD. Just don't call it
They are calling it LG, but
They
I
are
mean, they're
calling
still.
it that.
But they're tacking,
still
like I said,
calling
they're
it
still
4K.
It's still 4K.
yeah, they're still tacking on the 4K.
Technically.
The
Because it
thing.
doesn't. Well, it's technically. I mean, if you want to get real nitpicky with numbers, it's not 4K.
Yeah.
It's
it doesn't
no, no,
pass
consumer
that 409.
You're,
No. When they define something that's like 4K, 2K, 1K, that's a class. So you round up to the nearest whole number.
Oh,
That's why it's 4K.
you
That's
go.
why your 17-inch monitor is actually got 14-inch or 16.5-inch viewable or whatever. It's technically a 17-inch class monitor, but it's only 16.5 inches. It's a
Yeah.
class marker, not an actual number marker. So
Yeah.
What I
when I
love-
say it's actually a 4K monitor, it's actually a 4K monitor, even though it's 3800.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what I
Yeah.
love is like all the people coming from CES now. Like, because CES there was a bunch of 4K TVs
Oh, yeah.
on display, right?
Oh yeah, the big
there's all
thing
the
were
people coming out of it and
85-inch
saying,
curved screens.
Wow, I am not impressed. That looks barely any better than the 1080p screen.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, because you can't tell the difference.
Because it's
the human
not.
eye cannot tell the difference.
Yeah, because it's not a freaking gigantic screen.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Right, it
needs
works
to
in
be
a
a
fucking theater. It does not
gigantic
work at
screen.
Which is why
4K
that-
is designed to be shown in a theater. That's the size of screen you need. You need
Unless I was getting-
projector screen. No
Unless I was
TV.
wealthy enough to
is
get
gonna-
like a 100-inch screen, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even bother with 4K.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Just no.
Yeah.
That's
get a
why I
curved
was
screen.
excited seeing it the other day that closed proximity, whatever, wall 4K projector. That was, you don't need a huge ass room,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
to set a projector
Just
really
need a
far
wall.
away. You could set it next to a wall,
So you
and
can
that thing
get-
will project upward.
Yeah.
And
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
cool.
that right there is going to bring true 4K into the home.
Yeah.
Because you
need a-
could get a 100-inch screen off
Yeah.
the thing.
Without having a 100-inch TV.
Or even just
God,
having
that would weigh a ton.
an empty wall. You can project it on the wall. I
Or
mean,
even a screen.
The screen is better, obviously, to get the reflectiveness, but, you know, in a pinch, there's the wall.
But that's, from what I see,
On the
that
side
is
of your
the
house.
only makes sense, as of right now, makes sense feasible way to get true 4K into the home.
Yeah.
Is through a proper projector. A
But the
TV
thing is-
just not possible.
We are already seeing, you know, the seeds of further consumer confusion, as if there isn't enough already with the whole world of high def and all the various permutations of, you know, the formats for the content and whatnot. With the new mastered in 4K line from Sony, which we know what it means, just that they've done proper new high quality remasters from high quality source elements. But I see so many people commenting on these things saying, oh, it looks amazing in 4K. It's like, it's not 4K. The master from which this 1080p Blu-ray was made is 4K. But a lot of people are misreading that and thinking that suddenly their 1080p Blu-ray players on their 1080p TVs are showing them 4K. No.
Don't
No,
forget to
it's
turn the
not.
internet off.
Yeah, it was fucking remastered in 4K. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's 4K.
I saw the same thing happening when they had, you know, the later generation DVDs where they would hype them up as being mastered in high definition. So a lot of people are thinking that these DVDs were high definition. There's lists you can find on Amazon. It's like, these are all the DVDs that are mastered in high definition. These are high definition DVDs.
Slight interruption. I have harnessed the power of a cat.
Awesome.
Oh, she's
Oh,
Well, yeah.
so is she cool with her
Fuck no.
harness, or is she still like, fuck you, I
no.
hate you?
She hates me. She fucking
It even
hates
says
me.
on Blu-ray.com.
I had her on a leash and she was just like, no.
Sourced from pristine 4K masters and presented in a high bitrate 1080p resolution.
Yeah.
It's super bit for Blu-ray.
It's right
That's
there.
what I've been
Said this
calling it,
before.
yeah.
It's
Super bit
for Blu-ray.
Superbit was Sony as well. That was a Sony brand. They
I had
basically
tons of Super
The
movies.
thing
Tons
is,
of them.
Superbit was
It's
awesome.
great. Yeah, it's not a
That
bad
is
thing.
hilarious.
It's just
No.
appreciate it for what it actually is,
Yeah.
and not
Stop
for,
misleading your customers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny that you mentioned that, because the top comments is, wonder if it will go as well as Superbit did.
Superbit was
Super
not
Bit
a
was very
failure.
popular.
Yeah, Superbit
It
was
was
not a
it
failure.
was it was a mediocre of success, which is why you didn't see a huge amount of titles, but only the ones that they thought would sell.
It was.
And
I
they
still
deserved it.
want the Pacific.
Well, and the thing is, it was a brand specifically from Sony and Columbia Pictures. So you would only see Sony and Columbia Pictures titles.
Well, and they tried to make it only select titles because they wanted to be like their best of stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. I
And
had a
that's
couple
fine.
of Superbit titles.
I had like 20 of them.
Really?
A
Yeah,
lot of
I
their
wanted
4K
more, but
remasters are just.
A lot of people are saying that they don't quite understand the whole mastered in 4K line. They're saying like, weren't we already doing that? I mean, Casablanca on Blu-ray was mastered from an 8K, and
yeah.
it's just like,
So was
what's this
fucking
mastered in
Taxi Driver.
4K shit? It's just like,
That's why it bugs me. They're doing Taxi Driver, but I'm pretty sure that was mastered in 6 or 8K. I'm relatively sure it's the fucking slip set.
Yeah.
yeah,
We just
already
talked
have
about
Blu-rays that
Taxi
were
Driver,
mastered.
right?
Yeah, Taxi Driver.
Taxi
Yeah.
Driver, the original Blu-ray release, was remastered in 4K.
I thought it
So
was
when you
8.
buy the 4K remastered edition that has, I think, less content on it,
Yeah.
you're actually getting less content because you're getting the exact same fucking release, this
Yeah.
exact same picture that was
Yeah.
on the original release.
That's where
May even be the same disc.
being
for all I know.
concerned about this
Yeah,
and
sure.
knowing what you're talking about. Because I'm honestly, I don't get it.
The thing
for me
is,
personally.
now that Taxi Driver release is actually going out of print.
I'm
Uh,
glad I got it when
Really?
it did. Fuck.
See,
So
there's
this
a
whole-
handful. Nobody has any excuse for not having a Taxi Driver release. I mean, it was a beautiful deluxe edition that was
Yeah.
dirt cheap since day one,
$15
It's been
was,
you know,
$15 or less since 3
like
years.
forever. And it's a
I got it for
beautiful
10 on
set.
sale. I mean,
There's a few mastered in 4K titles that I've got my eye on. Like, I definitely want to get that RoboCop one. That is,
yeah.
I'm going to
picked
get that
one
as
up.
soon as it appears in stores.
I
I'd
mean,
like
I'm
to get
sad that for Canadians, it's more expensive because
Yeah,
here in the
whatever.
States
It
it's
doesn't
so
matter.
cheap.
You know what's
You
kind
know,
of funny?
it doesn't matter because I would have had to order from Amazon.com anyway, and then with the shipping, it would have worked out to be cheaper in the store here anyway. So,
Holy shit, where's that fucking noise coming from?
It's Jadzia there.
Oh.
Jazzy is, man, is
She made it. It's cool.
Um,
I was just confused. I was like, where the fuck?
yeah. No, and what was it? Apparently, the Ghostbusters release finally fixes the contrast issues with the previous release. The previous release was really good, but the only issue with it was it has slightly overblown contrast. Apparently, that's
The
fixed
way
with
I
the
see
mastered
this
4K version.
as this whole new mastered 4K movement, I see this as more of just I call it an excuse for a second attempt. Is they're going back on some of the Blu-rays that they've already released and fucked up on,
That's okay.
and now they're
I'm okay
redoing
with
it
this.
I don't
and
mind
calling
them
it
doing
remastered.
that.
Yeah, I don't mind it either,
Yeah.
but
I would prefer
They're
if
calling
they
it
did that
something
with
different.
fucking Predator. I'm just saying.
yeah, if they go back
Sadly,
and
that's Fox.
unfuck themselves, that's
If
fine.
it was Sony, they never would have fucked it up in the first place because they do not fuck around with their stuff. They want everything to look the way it's supposed to.
But yeah, that was when I first heard about the mastered in 4K. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, isn't that what Blu-ray has been doing?
I just placed my
not
order
all
for.
the time,
I just.
sometimes. but-
I'd like to announce that I just placed my order for RoboCop 4K.
Oh, there
right
you
now.
go. It
I
seems to
just
be
remembered to do it.
becoming the norm, but it's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
But it's not like this is the first time that this has happened.
Oh no!
Like
Well,
I said,
it's-
'cause
It's like
like
with
someone mentioned in the comments, the Casablanca Blu-ray was mastered from an 8K source.
yeah. Well, and like with
So-
DVD, you know, when THX started stamping their logo on everything, everybody thought like, oh, only the THX ones are actually good quality. And it's like, no, there's a lot that are THX quality. They just haven't gone through that, you know, process to get that logo put on them. They're
They
still
haven't
the same
paid
level of
the
quality.
$250 for THX had to go. Yep, it's good.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
literally all he does. All he
Pretty
does.
much. Yeah.
Does Terminator 2 still need a good Blu-ray? Or did
Oh
we
yeah.
get one?
No, not Terminator. Terminator 1.
Terminator 1 does.
Yeah, Terminator 2 still doesn't.
Terminator 2 does not.
Yes, because I remember with T2 the Skynet edition came out. Oh god.
Most of the time,
Who,
Evan
wait,
asks.
who complained about RoboCop? What the fuck?
Evan
Fucking buy it.
asks, doesn't
Well,
being
they're not.
mastered in 4K not leave room on the disc for extras? Most of the time, that's
No,
true.
it's
It's usually a movie-only edition, much like Superbit was. So they can just max out the bit rate, use the full
But they're
capacity of the
changing
disc for nothing but
Hold
the
on,
movie.
they're cheating though because RoboCop's only like the movie's only like 27 gigs, so there's plenty of room for special features.
I've noticed that, like, you know,
Yeah.
Some of them are
for some of
cheating.
them, they're actually putting more content on there in addition to the movie.
Yeah.
So it was just like the first run of the 4K movies that they did just the movie. Regardless of that, I still, for whatever reason, want to get Pineapple Express on the 4K Blu-ray, even though
Why?
it's just the movie. I like that movie, and I know it's like,
No, but
why did they even put
the
that on
transfer
4K?
wasn't that bad on the normal Blu-ray.
No, I know. But I mean,
That's
that's
why.
the same excuse for me keeping the Ghostbusters Blu-ray as it is. I'm gonna wait until the 4K drops to like $5, pick up that one.
I just thought, why bother with Pineapple? It's just like it's like a movie that's not going to
I don't
gain
have it
anything
yet.
from it.
That's why.
Oh,
If
okay.
Pineapple
fair
Express drops to $5 on Blu-ray, the 4K edition, what?
enough. What if it's a non-4K edition? It's $5.
It already is $5 everywhere.
So just fucking buy it. Shit.
Nah,
Who gives a
man.
shit about 4K?
I do.
It's really. I guarantee. Look, if it's a new movie, I guarantee you it's probably mastered on 4K
Actually,
to begin with.
I might want to get both of them because I understand that the original Blu-ray release of Pineapple
Ooh, it
Express
is.
had some really hilarious
really.
commentary.
Oh,
on it,
Byron.
so.
Well, my point is this: if it's a newer movie, it's probably already mastered in 4K because they go from film elements or even a digital elements to another digital intermediate, which is 4 or 8K. Okay, so you're not getting anything special in your fucking new release. Is my point, Jess? Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing.
Zach Torbeck says, I'm satisfied with my EP
Might be right.
VHS of
Probably
RoboCop.
right.
I see no reason to upgrade to the new Blu-ray. I can't tell the difference. Snicker. Javier says, I saw
Fucking
that
troll.
transfer a few days ago of RoboCop. Says, very good transfer. Robo looks badass. But the other droids, you can tell it's green screened with that actors. I guess
So?
Well, that happens. I mean,
It's-
The
I
actors.
noticed that with the Batman Blu-ray, the '89 Batman. You can tell when it's like a painted thing, and
Or
You
like
can
a
tell
matte
Poltergeist.
paint.
but who fucking cares?
You can tell in Poltergeist
You know?
when the house gets sucked
Yeah,
in.
you
You're
can
like,
see the
holy
matte
shit,
lines
that's a
and
fucking
stuff.
matte line.
But I mean,
Stop
here's the
letting
thing.
the movie magic like ruin things for you.
You would
know?
see that in the big
The-
screen too.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, yeah, if you saw those movies in the theater, you saw those details in the theater, too. I mean, it was unmistakable. But, I mean, I think back then, we were all a little more willing to suspend our disbelief than
Yeah.
modern
I
audiences
still
tend
am.
to be.
You know,
Yeah.
look, I might go, hey, that looks like crap, but it's not
Some
like
of
I'm
us
making
never
fun of the movie,
change.
I mean,
you know?
I mean, like, our generation versus the current generation was more willing to suspend disbelief, I think.
or
and
let
I
it pass
still am
because
as
they know
well,
it's
for sure.
it's just that's just how movies are made.
It doesn't
like
faze me.
When we're watching a movie and I go, wow, that looks bad. It's not like it's a bad movie or it's making it worse for me. It's just I notice that effect looked terrible or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's gonna always look terrible. It's never gonna look better. It's just how it goes. You know, it's just
Yeah.
how it goes.
Tis indeed. But yeah, I definitely want to grab that one. There's a few others that I have my eye on. I would, even though I just bought the Spider-Man Steelbooks, I might consider getting Spider-Man 1 and 2 in the Master and 4K editions. Because I know those are ones that I'll watch over and over again. So why not get them in the best possible quality, right? And then just have the Steelbooks as nice display pieces. They're kind of cool.
I'm totally gonna be
Oh
those
my god.
I do like
ignorant DVD followers
Mm.
from yesterday. We'd be like, nah, my current Blu-rays are fine. I don't need this mastered 4K shit right now.
Yeah.
By the way,
And that's fine.
it is
Yeah.
confirmed, or well, it's considered confirmed at least, that the RoboCop Blu-ray is not the theatrical edition. It is the unrated.
It is.
The 4K.
Thank God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
you could have asked
fucking
me.
God.
I already knew that. My friend did a review for it already.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
He did it like a week ago. Because his Best Buy magically had it on the shelf, so he bought it. He was like,
Fucking
"Buy it."
bastards.
Raptor, RoboCop has not been released yet. If you're looking for the Master
Comes out next
4K
week.
version, it comes out on the
Or,
21st.
no.
I have
week
to
after next.
pre-order.
It's,
Week after.
it's January.
I just pre-ordered it
21st
also.
Is when it gets released. So
God damn, look at
if
that.
you find it
fucking-
now, you're getting one of the older
picture.
editions that you don't want to get because they're
You can
crap.
see his nose hairs. You can see
It's
the
important. We need to see his nose
Hold on.
hair.
Not only that, you can see the cracked enamel on his teeth. I mean, come on.
Wow, you can see it. Holy crap.
It's fucking beautiful.
That is
I
the
just
way
bought that.
RoboCop should look.
And like you can tell that there's all this other detail that we're not seeing because it's just still compressed from a 35 image.
And it's
One
fucking
thing I
over
noticed
.com.
is
So
it
That's
is,
true. It's only 720.
It looks like it is the 185 version rather than the 166.
That is annoying, but that's livable.
Yeah.
It's like, damn it,
That's-
okay.
Yeah. I think the Criterion
good.
one is the only one that's released it in 166.
And that's a
Recap is
Laserdisc master.
beautiful.
Yeah. Well, not only that, this is compressed to 720 because it's Blu-ray.com. Two.
You can get log in. You can get full 1080.
Okay, but if you're not logged in, you're seeing 720. It still looks great, by the way.
Yeah,
it's
for
still,
sure.
yeah.
And it's
Yes.
compressed from 4K. If you go to 4K, this is gonna look insanely good if you had a 4K image of this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it would be
That's
insane.
the other thing is, like, to me, I'm planning to get an obscenely large TV, so I want everything to look its best on that TV.
Hello,
Patrick
National
said,
Torchcaster.
At like 70 inches, you will see the difference between a good transfer
You will
and a
Satan.
bad transfer. So
Patrick said the unrated edition isn't much. It's just some scenes taken out, put back in.
no.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yes, but even though it only amounts to literally about a minute's worth of footage, bits and pieces, those little bits and pieces completely change the tone of the scenes from which they were removed. Like,
The
completely.
excessive violence is all removed in the rated version. All of
It makes a huge difference.
It takes all the comedy out of the fucking movie.
It does. It actually makes it darker and more disturbing when it's meant to be over the top and funny.
There's about 16 seconds
Like
of
darkly
extra
funny.
shooting the guy on the table. 16 extra seconds.
Yeah.
Of
I know. It just like blows him away and turns him into hamburger. And you miss out on that in the theatrical version. It makes the added excessiveness really makes that scene like
And
what
the
it was
actor
intended
said that
to be.
he had huge bruises on his chest from the squibs.
Oh, really?
Because they're so big. You can see
there's
those
so
big
many.
splooshes, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. There's so many and they're big.
There we go.
Or Mr. Kinney. Life in the big city.
Welcome back, Cass.
Yeah, but
How was your
that's the
3
point,
days?
though,
Patrick,
Patrick.
it's
It's
not.
not the same. It may not be a lot of running time of footage, but the placement of that
Just-
footage and the context of it completely changes the tone of the movie.
What you're misunderstanding, Patrick, is just about the same. It's not the same as the same. You see, just about is not the same as absolutely the same. So
I've seen
therefore,
both as well. Yeah, I've owned both in multiple editions over the
my
years.
birthday.
I own now 3 editions of RoboCop, I think.
Mhm.
I still need to get re-get the Criterion release.
You do.
I'll
Thank you
eventually
so much
hop
for
on
sending me
something
yours. I will cherish that always. You can rest assured I will
sent
never
it to
be
you.
selling them.
And then realized that it was a different ratio, image ratio. I'm like, fuck. 'Cause I
It's
knew the Blu-ray had
166.
the same unrated cut, right? But
Yeah.
fuck.
Because I had the, I used to have the Laserdisc version of that edition. The only difference is the DVD has a few more extras. The Laserdisc extras were pretty lame, actually. Although it did have the commentary track, which is just a great commentary track.
Yeah, it's the thing I missed the most.
Yeah, really enjoyed that one a lot.
You're supposed to send me a rip of the audio commentary.
I can do that.
Yeah, you said that like almost 2 years
Did
ago
I?
now.
You gotta remind me
Yeah.
of these things. I have so many things on the go that I forget.
So,
Oh, I'm not fuming. Do I sound mad at all? I mean, really. I don't give a shit. But it was too late.
disappoint. But it was Cass,
Sorry.
how's it going, man?
Not bad, you?
Good.
I am exhausted.
I imagine you've been gone for 3 days.
Yeah, it was a 3-day
Jesus.
trip, and I'm not actually done yet. I gotta go back on Tuesday.
Oh, fuck.
Vancouver.
Why do you have to go
Vancouver.
back?
Because I got more assignments to do, so I can get through all of them. Which
Is
I
it
kind
gonna
of
be worth it to go back, though?
very much so. I've got more
Okay.
than the ferry trip's worth to do.
Alright. Just making sure.
That and actually with one of the other two companies, I might be able to pick up a few more jobs over there, which would be nice. So, because I had really debated it, I was almost not going to come back tonight because I was thinking, it was really a relatively small difference between doing a second ferry trip over and paying an extra night's hotel. Plus, there was a very good chance this ferry was going to get canceled because there was a wind warning in effect. It was gusts up to close to 60 miles an hour. But my ferry sailed fine. We actually didn't get hit nearly as hard as they were forecasting, so we got across fine.
You're
Good.
fine.
Shapes is late tired.
You're fine. I hear you. Just fine. Oh, they're not important. Fuck. Yeah, Zach, I'm more mellow for a change because I'm in a shitty mood. That's why.
Jeremy! I almost said James for some reason.
James.
James! How's it going? James Rooney. That's your name now. Oh.
Testing. There we go. I have no idea what the fuck happened there. It just suddenly... It didn't mute me. Like, it wasn't muted. It just disconnected the microphone for some reason. I have no idea why.
Because God hates you.
Sorry
Clearly.
about that. I wasn't really saying anything anyway. I was just kind of muttering to myself as I was browsing Amazon. I wanted to see how much the Criterion Robocop was going for. I think you can get it
$8.
used for... Pardon?
$8. Oh, Criterion. It's like as low as $8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for used.
Yeah.
And there's some in pretty decent condition from the sounds of it. 20, 25. New is like 72. Oh, 72 from Amazon. What the hell?
That's because it's fulfilled by Amazon.
Oh.
Usually.
Sold by the Squirrel with the Dragon Tattoo and fulfilled by Amazon. I see. Okay. Gotcha.
What movie are you talking about?
Robocop Criterion Edition.
Oh, okay.
Bizarre.
Last Stand, maybe.
Last Stand? What?
No, just me and Justin are talking about the movie we're gonna watch after this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't actually mean to verbalize that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm late tired. I have 4 hours of sleep.
Watch
But I don't want to
something
skip
as
it now.
well. I
We'll do
haven't
one.
quite decided yet.
You think you're late tired. Cass!
I know.
Shapes is late tired.
Yeah.
That's why I said late tired, because it actually said late tired.
Hey, Haji's here.
Missed you, Cass.
Finally finished watching Shaun of the Dead, apparently.
Where you been the last couple nights?
I was in Vancouver.
Oh, that's right.
My big, this is
Right.
my big weekend,
Right.
yeah.
You know,
By
I
the
knew
way,
that.
if you guys are
But
wondering
it-
why this week's poster is the movie poster for Dread 3D, it's because we were just doing movie gangbang for Metal Madness's 21st birthday.
Just remind me, I'm monetizing videos real quick. Sorry.
What? Okay.
I forgot to. They don't monetize automatically now. So.
Now,
Okay. And anyway, we were watching Dread. I came in about halfway through. I missed the first half because I was putting Rosie to bed, but yeah.
I will say this. My birthday is in March, and right now our plans are to do the definitive edition of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Oh, you mean
No,
the
the despecialized.
despecialized edition?
edition.
He's drunk. You have to forgive him.
That'd be cool.
Sorry.
But yes, we're
When's
totally
it
doing
back?
that.
I have a Star Trek marathon. Better happen, damn it.
This year we're doing the extended edition of Lord of the Rings for my birthday. So
Okay.
Nice.
I can
When's your birthday?
handle that.
September.
Okay.
Just in time for the last part of Hobbit, even though I haven't seen the second part.
God damn it, Zach. Okay. I would have liked Dread more if I didn't watch the Raid Redemption before it.
Oh, fuck you, Zach. Just
Dread
go fuck yourself.
was written and filmed and
at the same
in
time.
Post-production first. The Raid Redemption was rewritten shortly after the Dread script leaked online, and suddenly it's a building siege film just like Dread. Yeah.
No. It had always been a building siege film,
Mm-hmm.
but they're basically in development at the same time. You can't really fucking...
No.
And in another country, mind you.
No. There's a timeline. You can find the timeline online of when each specific thing happened.
Yeah, but these are a completely different country, first of all.
Well, Dread's script leaked online. The Raid wasn't... I don't know what was going on. Something was going on with it. Shortly after the Dread script leaked, they completely rewrote the Raid.
But it may not be related, to be
But
fair.
while that was going on, Dread was already in post-production for like a year. So they
And was
rushed
out
the
for
Raid
it,
into
too.
production, and they got it out. They released it first, but Dread was actually finished filming, like wrapped, before the Raid
For a
even
whole year.
went into production.
It was shelved for
Listen.
almost a year, wasn't it? What, 9 months?
Listen,
No, it wasn't shelved. It was just, you talking about Dread?
listen. Dread and The Raid: The Last Redemption are both in a long line of movies that came out around the same time
Yeah.
and are almost exactly the fucking same.
Well, the thing
You
is,
can't take a look at that and say, "Oh,
building...
it's ripping off this." No.
Well, the thing is, so-called siege films are not a new genre. It wasn't
Assault
invented by
15.
either one of those films. In fact, there was another one. I think you guys just watched it recently that came out around the same time, again, which was a zombie movie called The Horde.
Yep.
And it's
Yeah.
very
Same time.
similar again.
In fact, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
It
Except from the
is.
top to the bottom instead of the bottom to the top.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
really liked The Horde, by the way.
Really enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I
So
thought
good.
it was really well done. That one was sent to me by a viewer.
And then,
Just out of nowhere, and I
I-
was like,
I-
oh.
you know, siege film. Where have I seen that? Rio Bravo. Oh, and about 15 million other westerns from the 50s.
Yeah.
Okay, so get off it.
And a
Seriously.
lot of 60s Doctor Who stories were siege stories.
Oh, and what's another one where someone has to fight to the top of something? Oh, Game
Yeah,
of Death.
About
Holy
Die
shit.
Hard.
And what was
Die
that
Hard.
one with that guy from Moonlighting in it? Where there was a bunch of terrorists or bank robbers in a building at Christmas? Something
Yeah,
like that.
Die Hard. Yeah. So I mean, clearly, you can't base it on.
I
premise.
love you
There's
guys.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as original story. It's all about original execution.
Well, and the thing is, the
And
whole
well done
idea
execution.
of the siege, that's basically a subgenre of film.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole
Yeah.
string of them. And it's
Oh,
one that I
absolutely.
really enjoy. I enjoy a good siege film because, to me, I like the claustrophobic thing where they're stuck in a location and they have to fight their way out or fight their way in or whatever. And I like that.
I mean,
or even
you
know,
don't see me bitching that that fucking Fast and the Furious is a rip off of Gone 60 Seconds in the 70s, you know,
Yeah.
or the 3 sequels that followed it. No, I don't complain about that shit because who gives a shit? It's pretty much the same movie. If it's well done, that's all you're looking for. Enjoy the goddamn movie.
That's right. Motherfuckers.
Stop letting yourself let that shit get in the way and just let yourself enjoy the movie.
Raptor says, the bad thing about Dread is that it ended. Should have been 3 hours. Screw it.
Oh my god, I saw the teaser for the Raid 2 and it looks fucking intense. Super excited about the Raid 2.
I'm super excited about Dread 2, which better fucking happen someday.
It's happening as a graphic novel first.
I'm excited about Dread 2, 3, and 4, actually. I think they're all going to be good.
I'm excited about Dread 17. Fuck you.
That's right. And then the live-action HBO series that ran for 5 seasons, which followed. That's going to be awesome.
Justin, whatever I do, if I ever choose to watch Rise of the Animals, just sign off and don't talk to me for a week.
Okay.
Rise of the
Apparently-
Animals?
Yes, it's apparently some sort of the animals rising up against the humans, whatever. But apparently there are epic hand puppets involved.
Okay.
And the worst
Wow.
CGI. And I just saw a screenshot from it. It's the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. Literally the worst. I could do better in Maya in a couple hours. It's fucking horrible.
Raptor asks, Sean, what did you think of the actress who played Nancy in the Elm Street remake? Honestly, I shouldn't have waited so long to talk about that because I've forgotten almost everything about it.
I believe his first response was,
I do
whole
not
thing.
remember a goddamn thing about the character of Nancy in that movie.
And that should tell you something.
Don't remember who it was. Don't remember if I liked her or not.
Not memorable.
She was no
in
Heather
the least.
Langenkamp, I'll put it that way.
Basically, that remake is the best parts of the first three movies and without any of the heart. That's it.
Well, without any of the heart and any of the dark, like the dark humor. I mean, the first ones had, the first three were pretty straight up horror films, and then it started to get more into.
Well, no,
parody,
three is when that famous line of "Welcome to Primetime, bitch."
Well, yeah, he has a couple of wisecracks, but it's not played as comedy. It's more just. It's just Freddy being a smartass because he enjoys
and they didn't let him
killing
do
people.
that, and that's kind of what pisses
The
me
only
off.
thing I remember about the new movie is fucking Freddy, Jackie Earl Haley style. Like, I felt like that was pretty cool for the most part.
Well, that's
He
what I
looks
said
right,
in the video. Is I thought, like, and even at the time, as much as I was not looking forward to yet another horror remake, but I thought Jackie Earl Haley was an
Holy
inspired
shit.
casting choice.
Justin, we need to do a spoof cut, not another horror remake.
Not another horror remake. Oh, God. Nair NYC, how's it going, dude? Been a long time.
Nair Nick.
Nair Nick says
don't know.
reboot Howard the Duck. Yes, I would love to see Howard get like a proper adaptation.
He should have a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy. That'd be awesome.
Why not? It's got Rocket Raccoon.
Dude, that Rocket Raccoon was so badass. Oh my
yeah,
god.
it looks pretty good.
I had such a nerd boner when I saw that. I was like, holy fuck. Yeah.
I'm more excited for Chris Pratt's role, but yeah.
For which?
Because I've been watching too much fucking Parks and Rec.
Oh.
I haven't watched any of it.
You need to.
Sure.
God damn it.
We're focusing on movies this year.
I know.
Yeah.
We're ahead one movie. I want to keep that being ahead thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that as well. Basically, more or less every day after work, I've been coming home and watching a movie. Just picking something off the shelf that I haven't seen yet.
I'm keeping a list.
Or
so.
sometimes an old favorite. Like I rewatched
We've
Gamer.
been trying to do that, but we've so many that we need to watch.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to do that. I mean, just as long as I don't have to be up super early the next day, I'll watch a movie before I go to bed. I'm trying to establish more of a routine in my day-to-day life. I think I kind of drifted away from that during my EI vacation. So as I get up, go to work, come home, do a YouTube video, get it rendering, watch a movie. And that's pretty much it. I like
Yell at it when it crashes and have to re-render. But still.
That never happens to me.
No.
Well, good for you.
It never happens to me. And then it happens tomorrow. You're like, fuck you,
Yeah.
Brandon. Yeah.
Damn it. You made that happen.
Probably. I have an extra copy of Conan the Barbarian. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do.
Really? Of the Blu-ray?
The new one, yeah.
How'd you end up
Like-
with two?
Give it to
I
me.
bought the
don't
first.
have it yet.
I bought the
Fuck.
first, the single disc, thinking they had special features. They had
Oh.
the same fucking cover, and then I bought for literally less than the single disc release. I got the 3D release. I bought this for $5, and I bought the 3D release for $386. That was free shipped.
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, fuck.
With the slipcover.
With the slipcover, yeah.
Yeah.
Sealed.
I don't have it
It
yet,
said
you know.
it said good condition, right? Or
Really?
it said fair. It said fair condition, and it's fucking mint. It came sealed mint. Absolute.
That's crazy. I hope you left
was
some
like-
glowing feedback.
Absolutely. I stuck this dick digitally.
I
It's fucking mint.
love you. That is nice.
It's goddamn fucking mint. And he said it was
I love
fair.
you.
I was like, are you kidding
He's
me?
just a harsher critic than you.
There's like one dent in the corner. Ooh.
Oh, there you
Ooh.
go. Fair condition.
It's on the back cover. I don't even give a shit.
No. Sounds... Yeah, actually, that's
Okay,
one.
guys, I need to head off. So.
Alrighty. Have a good night,
Night.
Have a good
Jessica.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us.
See how easy it is to
Bye.
get confused?
Love you
Oh, yeah,
guys.
definitely. Love you too. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say now. The
Alright, I'll
love
send that to you,
distracted me.
Justin. Sorry.
Oh yes, Conan. Conan was one that I rewatched recently.
I'll make sure I put that in the list on a pile. Start a pile for Justin.
And in return, I will send you the worst possible movies ever.
No.
I'll send you Break. That'll be my consolation.
There you go.
Don't send me Dead on Sight. I will send you. I will just.
You can send that one to me.
What I'll do
my
is
collection.
I'll slyly open the box, take out Brick, shit into the box, and start return to sender on it.
Return to sender.
Yep, in my own feces.
And fuck the rest of this.
Yes, I've been reading a lot of the Savage Sword of Conan comics at work because I've been doing the night shift, and the night shift is dead at night a lot of the time. So a lot of waiting time between calls, sometimes as much as half an hour. So I've just been working my way through the Savage Sword of Conan. I'm actually fully halfway through the third book now, so I'm thinking I need to get some more. That's okay. They got 16 volumes out now, so there's plenty more I can get my hands on.
So Justin, now that you saw Reservoir Dogs, have you seen everything Tarantino's done now?
Let me think. Except for Jackie Brown.
Oh, yeah,
have you seen True Romance?
Oh, that one too. Yeah.
Well, he wrote that one. He didn't direct it.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's pretty much a fucking. It's pretty much Tarantino film.
Yeah.
Watch it. You're listening to the dialogue. You're like, it's Tarantino.
Well, of course, he wrote the script. I actually owned that one for a while, and I never got around to watching it. Still haven't seen it.
I've Romance on Blu-ray. It was on sale for $4 on Black Friday.
I wish Kevin Smith still wrote consistently good dialogue in his films.
I wish he would stop directing bullshit.
It's funny, Stout, it seems like as far as Quentin Tarantino's directing goes, you were kind of in the same boat as me. I had not seen Reservoir Dogs or Jackie Brown either. They were the last two I saw.
You're going to hate Jackie Brown, Justin.
What do you mean? You said I would love it.
You're going to love it.
Jackie Brown, I think you'll enjoy Jackie Brown. I don't think, it's not my favorite, personally. I know
it's
a lot of people.
My favorite.
I know you like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm actually thinking of checking it out again because it's been a couple of years since I watched it now. But
he's gonna make me watch it this year, so I'm good.
But no, it's good. It's good. I like some of his other ones better.
Justin, have you seen Natural Born Killers either?
Yes.
Okay, so you need True Romance for writing sorry.
Have you seen the director's cut of Natural Born Killers?
I may not have seen the director's cut.
Ah, see, that's another one. Big difference.
Big fucking difference. It's literally night and day on that.
That's another case where the cuts that the MPAA demanded they make made the violence more disturbing.
It's also ridiculous that they made him cut what he cut. I mean, come on.
It is. It really is.
They got really upset because of the one character not being suddenly flipping to the other character's side when he was against them. I don't want to spoil, so I'm just begging there. That really upset them. They said because I listened to the commentary with Oliver Stone. He talks about that's what they were really upset about.
Yeah, if I'm around, I might want to join in for that one because I haven't watched it for a while, and I have the director's cut on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have the director's cut on Blu-ray. It's essentially a Criterion release without being called Criterion.
It's very
got the Criterion commentary on there too.
And it's practically a digibook too. Like they have such a huge booklet with it. It's fantastic.
You don't want the digibook though, because digibooks the radar only.
The digibook is the theatrical cut. Yeah. Nair Nick asks favorite Robert E. Howard Conan story.
Red Nails.
I know you like Red Nails. Red Nails is definitely good. Definitely a fan favorite. I like. I also like. Sorry, which one?
Frost Giant Star is the other one.
Really, that one?
Yeah,
I thought that was okay. It's so short though.
I know. I like short and sweet and to the point, man.
Yeah. I really like People of the Black Circle.
That's a good one. You notice though, I didn't say Frost Giant Starter first. I said that secondary.
I think People of the Black Circle could easily be adapted into a really awesome Conan movie.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really good because you got the wizards in there, you got Conan being a badass, you got hot women. It's got it all, man.
Yeah.
Kind
of scrub some of the racism out, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but that's easy enough to do. Actually, no, that wasn't the one that had all the super racism. It was one of the other.
Yeah, it wasn't super racist. You're right.
No, that was I forget which one that was now. I've been going through them so quickly; they're all meshing together.
If I were to choose a longer Sprague de Camp like story, like some of the ones that aren't Howard, I would say Conan and the Emerald Lotus, I think it's called. Something Emerald. Fuck, I'm gonna bother me.
The point where I'm getting to in Savage Sword is actually they're starting to adapt some of the Sprag de Camp stories. Because I think they ran out of Robert E. Howard stories. They stretched those out as far as they possibly could, even adapting a lot of his unfinished stories and things like that.
Emerald Lotus, that's what it's called.
Emerald Lotus.
Here, I'll show you.
So there's that. There was the other one,
by
Iron Shadows in the Moonlight, or something like that. It goes by a couple different titles. You know the one I'm talking about?
Vaguely. Here,
Iron Shadows. It was the one where they went into, there was like these statues that would only come alive at night, and they were like soldiers and shit. And there were these, these other guys pursuing them, and they led them into the cave at just the right time, so the statues came.
Iron Shadows of the Moon.
Iron Shadows of the Moon, yeah. I like that one. That was pretty good. And there was another one
that was a Tim Truman written story.
Which one?
Oh no, that's the new Dark Horse version.
Tower of the Elephant.
No, Iron Shadows of the Moon is a new Dark Horse volume also.
No, sorry, I was reading. Nick says Tower of the Elephants.
Oh, okay. Tower of the Elephants.
Tower of the Elephants pretty good. The Scarlet Citadel, I'm actually just in the middle of reading the Savage Sword adaptation of that one right now. I know a lot of people say
Queen
that
of the
would make
Black
a good
Coast.
movie. Queen of the Black Coast. That was a pretty good. Oh, there's another one. A Witch Shall Be Born. I actually kind of like that one.
I don't remember that one at all.
That was pretty good. It was basically this woman, this princess, queen, whatever, young, beautiful, very kind and benevolent to her people. This witch comes along, who's basically her twin, and kidnaps her, steals her away in the dungeon, and then takes over her kingdom. And then Conan comes along to, save the day. But it was good. It was good, fun adventure.
Yeah, I don't remember that story at all for some reason.
No. I've read the original story and the Savage Sword adaptation of that one. I gotta say, the Savage Sword adaptations are incredibly faithful to the original stories. Like, Roy Thomas is obviously a huge fan.
Jerry Conway and Roy Thomas wrote the story for Conan the Destroyer, actually.
They did.
Movie.
I noticed that, yeah.
And they rewrote it with changing the characters' names in comic form, in 1992, I think.
Ow. Okay.
So, because there was a lot of things changed from their original story.
Yeah.
And they were unhappy with it, so they released their own version of it.
Yeah.
They couldn't use the same characters' names, but they could use the same characters.
I still need to actually finish reading the original, the original actual Robert E. Howard stories. I've read about half of them, but
well, it's interesting as you get along. You start forgetting details of other ones. Like, read too much and just things fall out the other ear,
That's true. But that's the thing.
In one eye out the other,
Yeah, well, then you can just enjoy them as new all over again.
Exactly.
You might remember bits of them, but yeah. No, one of these days I'll sit down and I'll go through those 3 Del Rey ones that I picked up.
I need to get those again.
Really nice editions. I mean, I like that they have them all in the order that Howard wrote them.
At some point,
you get to see the evolution.
I had all 3 of the Conan ones. Yeah. Finally, I'd gotten the 3rd one, right? Had Bran McBorn, I had the Crow, Cull, Solomon Kane, and there's the other one I can't remember, other weird tales, whatever. I had all of them. They're gone. I think I have volume 1 left.
Damn.
Yeah.
You should still be able to get them.
I can. It just costs money.
They're readily available. Well, yeah.
That's the only problem. It costs money.
Did you just have the ones that I have, the paperback editions, or?
Yeah. No, I didn't get the hardcover. Yeah. I don't really like hardcovers. They're hard to read in the shitter.
Well, that's true.
Lugging this hardcover book into the bathroom, yeah.
No, it's a pain in the ass because they don't stay flat in your hand when you open them, and they're harder on your hand when you're holding the book like this.
That's true.
And so I prefer soft cover. I have nothing wrong with hardcover, but I just prefer soft cover.
Nick says, "Do you guys ever feel like Conan when you walk down the street?"
No.
I feel like Conan after I had a big poop.
I think that was a Conan fart right there.
Oh God, Conan would be proud. Praise crawl unto
Hear the
thee.
I think,
women.
Well, it's like
Well-
when I once went to a German restaurant and I went to the washroom and I had what I decided was a very German fart in the
no.
in the bathroom, not in the restaurant.
not in restaurant. What?
I said not in the restaurant,
Oh.
like in the bathroom in the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I had a
Just
very
fart.
just saying like, yes, I'll have the.
That was your meal, sir.
Must have been good.
I don't even see what's going on. I just
Well,
hear it's spooky.
That's better than what I was gonna say, but.
Oh.
Anyway, that's how it always is.
But yes,
Tell your-
no,
tell
I went
your
up to the
story.
washroom and I had a very German fart because it was loud but efficient.
Loud but efficient.
Yeah.
Like that.
Much.
Louder. Or like a thunderous clap.
It was just like, "Rant," and I was like, well, I'm done.
There we go.
We were joking to me in Reservoir Dogs when Mr. Orange is in the back seat going, "Oh God, I'm dying." I was like, "Hey, that's like me in the bathroom in the morning." Oh God, I'm dying. Oh Larry.
I regretted not being
Shut
there
up,
for
Mom.
that today because I still haven't actually seen that movie.
God. Well, it's the first 30 seconds of the movie, so you're not really.
Okay,
feeling
good.
Muska says, Nick, I played the Pacific Rim theme when I left work the other day. I've never felt more invincible while walking to my car. Yeah, well, I think that's the sort of the general appeal of characters like Conan. I mean, Conan is the guy that every guy kind of wishes he could be, but it could never be in the real world. But, you know, he's tough, he never loses a fight, he always gets the women, he takes no shit from anybody, and he's just had this...
The women.
Huh?
He gets the lamentation of the women.
He gets the lamentation of the women, yeah. But Eddie's had this just awesome, exciting, adventure-filled life where there's just never a dull moment, you know? And he always finds the time to enjoy a good drink and good food and some bitches. There you go.
That's
it's just a great...
I think I need to stand up.
He lives his life the way he wants and would never do anything any different.
He doesn't compromise. I live my life the same way. I don't fucking compromise.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't compromise. And I think
sadly, by the way, it makes you very lonely in the end. But
it does, yeah. Well, there was one of the stories I was just reading where he rescued some woman from a sorcerer who had imprisoned her, and he said, and she was basically the head of this priesthood or priestesshood or whatever. And wasn't allowed to love a man. Needless to say, Conan, you know, and her had a nice little tussle before he took her back to the nunnery or whatever the fuck it was. But so he said, like, you know, you've got a lot of spirit. This is no place for someone like you. Why don't you come along with me? And she said, well, can you promise me that, you know, you would be with me always and love me always? And he just looks at her and he says, no, I can't promise that. He's like, well, I'm being honest. I'm Conan. I can only stay with one person for so long.
Fuck you, Google.
So that.
Fuck.
I was worried your power went out again, or your internet went out again. I was pissed.
Nick
to watch
says,
a movie.
Food, drink, and hose. We are in a room full of Conans. That's right.
There's no hose though.
We all have a little Conan in us. Somewhere.
This room needs more whores.
Just a little Conan.
Speaking of farts,
I thought you were going to say speaking of whores. But anyway.
Public washroom story time.
Yay.
Oh, yes. My favorite time of the night.
Time of the week. Okay, get out of my head.
Well, I was out and about.
That was amazing. That'll never happen again.
So I was in the washroom. I think I was in one of the stalls, actually. And
I hope you were in one of the stalls and not just pooping in the middle of the washroom.
Stop
Someone
hijacking.
walks in.
Stop hijacking.
What? I'm busy here.
I've done that into a fucking urinal.
The New York accent come from?
You mean none of you have ever had shit
pooping
like that?
Hey, I'm pooping here.
Wait. Are you telling me none of you have had the emergency shit where you had to shit into a urinal?
No.
No.
Fuck you all.
Thankfully.
God damn it.
No, but I've
That's
had
just me
one.
then.
I've had one worse than that, actually.
Then you turn around
Oh,
and
God.
try to just piss on it until
Yeah, you
it
tell me that's the one you
disintegrates.
shat in the wastebasket or whatever.
Yeah, I did the Van Wilder.
I've done that. Anyway,
I
you
like
think about
triple
your-
bagged it.
No, I only single bagged it because fuck my roommates. Anyway, this is just... They're assholes. I did buy him a new trash can though.
I don't
just out of
think there
respect.
was a hole in that bag. Oh well.
Rip!
It wasn't my night to take the. It wasn't my week to take the trash out. So,
Oh my god.
anyways, you were saying about your public restroom story.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Where
so-
you're pretty sure you were in the stall.
Yes. Well, it was that or I was peeing. I can't remember which
Oh,
one.
okay.
I've been to a lot of washrooms in the last 3 days.
It's true. He has.
Okay.
So, anyways, I'm there, and... God. And so this guy comes in, and he was kind of like... He was sort of like singing a little tune to himself, and that sort of thing. You know, that's fine. But I'm more used to it when, you know, like you have somebody comes in, they're like whistling a tune, say, like that
yeah.
kind of fits and makes a little more sense.
You just
So
wanna
even if
slap
it's like-
the shit out of them for whistling.
It's, yeah, it can't be annoying, but it's like... But still, like, whistling to yourself while you're doing something kind of makes sense, but sort of
Right.
like, I don't know, not sort of like singing notes and that sort of thing just seems more out of place. Especially considering he, you know, it's sort of like...
Dun, 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 dun.
Shut up!
Stop hijacking.
Whoa.
Stop hijacking, Sean.
So anyways,
Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go.
I hate all of you.
You don't hate me, do you?
So carry
I
on.
don't have the energy to fight any of you
God
anymore.
damn it.
Shut up, everybody.
Yes, we're still
So-
there. Okay.
Anyway, so he started singing, and then he stopped when he went into the stall, and he's, you know, like unclinking his belt, and I just thought, oh, okay. But then he resumed it again, and it was really out of place. It was basically, I just heard the silence, and then, yeah, da da da.
Did he lean right into your ear like that when he did it too?
No. But it was just like, the bathroom was relatively silent. And so you could just hear this little tune just emerge from the bathroom. And then this really plump fart.
I like that description. A plump
I just-
fart.
I just remembered a bathroom story from my teenage years.
Okay.
So, me and my friends, being stupid teenagers, think it'd be really funny to put shit on someone's doorstep and light it on fire, right?
Oh god.
Okay, so we're like, oh, what kind of bag do we need to get? So we get one of those giant fucking paper bags. They're stupid, right? And my friend's squatting over it and taking a shit, and he loses balance and right into his poop.
Oh god.
We were laughing so hard.
Into his own poop.
Yep. And I think to myself, we deserve this. We were gonna be assholes. We totally deserve this.
See?
Yeah. It was fucking funny. You should see his look. Like his face was like, "What the fuck? This is supposed to happen?" Like, oh god.
That's not
My
what I
best
meant to
bathroom
do
story
at
ever.
all. Oh,
My best
God.
bathroom story ever was being in the family restroom. Because I have a very bad time going into the public restroom ever since some guy peeked over and looked
Oh
to
Jesus.
see if anyone was in there.
Oh god. Hope you weren't
Yeah.
rubbing one out at the time.
Hey, I'm jerking it.
I'm going number
Well,
three.
like, really? Come on.
No. Number 3 story now. That'd be number 4.
Number 4. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was sitting there, and this guy's looking for this girl named Dana. He's calling her name. Dana, are you there? And I went, no, there's no Dana, there's only Zool. Didn't respond ever. I didn't hear anything after that. I just...
There's no Dana, only Zool.
I would have probably burst
That's
out
good.
laughing on the other side of the door. You're fucking right, man. Jesus. And if I had $1, I would have slipped under the door. Like, here you go. That was
There you
fucking
go.
great.
We'll put this towards having the best poop ever. You deserve it.
That's fucking funny.
Are you eating Shapes brand food there, Cass?
Sensations.
Oh, it looks like shapes really when you do it really quickly.
When you did it quickly, I was like, what? He's actually eating
Shapes?
something called Shapes.
Yeah, so I have my own
Wow.
branding now.
God,
Shapes.
Bernard, get on that.
Yeah, I always found it awkward when people like look through the little crack in the, like I find especially little kids do that.
Yeah.
They're kind of not, you know, they haven't been taught, you know, like you just, like leave people alone when they're pooping.
I just ignore them at this point. I'm
I
just
hate it.
trying to
'Cause
not
I think
shit my intestines out. So.
Yeah, because I had one. I was saying a crap. This was like a couple months ago. I think some little kid was trying to figure out if it was occupied or not, but he's staring like right through the crack. And it's like, I just like wanted to get my Hank Hill voice and just be like, occupied. Yeah.
That's occupied. Occupied.
Every trip to the bathroom is an adventure and agony for me. So, kid looks through, and I just look at him like, and it just fucking starts crying. And I was like, oh.
So you just make
It's
it
like
look like
fucking
you're
sobbing and
turning
shit.
inside out.
God.
The child is traumatized for life because it just like
Your most metal
this is my
face
future.
possible.
Yeah, I just made it look like it was the most painful thing ever. He didn't want to start crying. He's like, what happened? Just wouldn't answer.
Well,
I'm
you
just
would
sitting
cry
there.
too if you realize that you can never poop again.
He never checked.
Next
his
time,
balls again.
So I scare little children. It's okay.
Next time a child looks through the cracks in your stall, just say, "I can wipe my own ass, thank you," and see what happens.
But if you're offering, I have a
Like,
popsicle.
what are you doing?
That's the next marketing scheme. That'll help homeless people get jobs. Put it
Well,
in a box,
Cass, that's
their
the
hand through
YouTube
the
video
hole with a
there for
piece of
later.
toilet paper.
If you wanted to queue it or download it or whatever.
Okay, no, I've got it more or less queued.
Okay, good.
What?
Well, I suppose maybe I should, because I don't think I've told it on the live stream before. I should just tell the wastebasket story.
Oh God.
No, I think you have, but we were all drunk, so just tell it again.
Okay,
Oh,
so
sorry. Brian's just asked me, Sean, did you get the pics and video on your Zero Isaac Facebook page? I have. I did. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet, though, Brian. I will do so probably tonight or tomorrow. But I did get the links there. Thank you. I will definitely check those out.
So, anyways, this is when I was living in Edmonton. I was sharing a house with two girls, one of whom liked to take baths, and you know she'd always be really annoyed if she'd like go and pour the bath, and then one of us like then had to go to the bathroom or something like that, and, you know, that sort of thing. And so, anyways, I had come home from something, and I think it was on the phone with Mum actually, like just in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I called her when I was on my way home. We just kind of got chatting, and then she was like, "Well, I kind of need the washroom, so I should let you go," and like that. So I come in and find out my roommate has just poured herself a bath.
Oh, great.
So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I've got to wait. And I'm like, well, can't be so bad. And I should point out, our house, like, it was a residential area, but we're kind of in the middle of nowhere within the city. Like, there was no, like, quick place to go or something like that. The nearest, like, 5-minute driveway, there was a gas station that I was pretty sure was closed already by that time. So there was really nowhere convenient that I could have just, you know, jetted off with the car to go to the washroom. So I really had no choice but to wait. And so
she takes the longest bath ever.
pretty much, I went down to my room and I was just laying on my bed, just like writhing in pain,
Trying not to think about pooping.
and then thinking about it more and like that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, well, I'll go on YouTube. Then I was like, all right, well, I'll go on YouTube or something like that to distract me. The problem is, until I got my office here, then I'm resembling the sitting position. This wasn't helping.
Your ass is just like, okay, I'm ready. Like, no.
Wait, stop!
It's like you feel like this encouraged the poop.
Yes.
Yeah. So then now I've encouraged it and gone back to the bed to lie down. Now it's even worse. And I'm like, like taking deep breaths. I'm like, this isn't gonna happen.
Okay. You're trying to. You're bargaining with your anus. Like, if you just wait
Exactly.
10
I'm
fucking
like,
minutes.
Bargaining with your
Like-
anus.
It's gonna be like 5 more minutes, please,
Yeah.
and then
This is a daily. This can be a daily for me. So trust me.
I'm like, just 5 more minutes. We'll, there'll be the runway will be there, and I'm like that, and then my anus was like, nope, emergency landing.
Oh no.
So I was pretty much like, okay,
Short
I've got
term.
no option in this. What can I use? So I picked. Actually, I have one here somewhere. Yeah,
Just
give me 1
realized
second.
I chose to grab some snack food while listening to an explosive diarrhea story.
Yep, you did.
That makes cheeses taste better than
I think I got-
Safari's green apple splatters.
I've actually got some chili.
This I don't believe was the actual one, but it was a wastebasket like this, nice wide mouth.
Hey, yeah.
No, I
Same with me
didn't
and
fill
mine.
it.
Catch a lot of shit in there.
I was gonna say no, I didn't fill the whole thing like to the brim. Walking upstairs,
So, like,
don't mind me.
Slosh.
Just a random toy boat in it, just for comedic
Cat
effect.
runs in front of me. Oh no!
It was a white cat.
Tidal wave of liquid shit.
So, my room was basically the basement in this house, but there was a sort of separate closed-off area. Where... What?
Can't even finish it.
Where we had, he's trying really hard not to hijack, I do appreciate it. So there's a separate closed-off area where the washing machine was and stuff like that, so I went in there, shut the door. God. And yeah, I double bagged the bin and then let her go.
You had more time than I did. Shit.
Yeah. Now there's things
That's
you
all right,
realize
we're doing
when you poop away from the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, is the toilet water does a lot more than you would think to absorb the smell.
Yeah.
'Cause all of a sudden, this poop smell just erupted into the room. And I'm like, oh god! So I opened the window to let minus 20 frigid air into the house. So I'm like, oh, this is great. Now everybody's gonna be like, why the fuck's the window open?
Why does it smell like poo?
Oh, I just got
Wow.
shortcake all up my nose.
So it happened.
Sniff the cookie back down.
Now, when it happened, Cass,
Yeah.
did you have that moment where you were just like, okay, this is actually happening, I have to do this now?
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I have a very similar story. Mine is a bit more dramatic. Continue.
So anyways, so it happened. Now I was left with, okay, now what do I do now?
Holy shit, Sean.
I will be honest. I will be perfectly dead honest here. The thought did cross my mind to try and bury it in the litter box. I'm just saying, Diana, something's up with the cat. I'm not sure.
Stop giving the cat SpaghettiOs. Jesus.
I'm just imagining scooping these little cat-sized poops in this giant log. What?
Did the girls clean out the litter box? Because I'm pretty sure
You gotta
girls
scoop it. It's like a fucking Tootsie Roll burrito. Just
Oh my
clean out my kid's litter box, and I'm left with feces. I'd be like,
Saw the light streaks under the spin
oh
straight
god,
out.
it's like a chalupa.
Oh God, no one was doing laundry.
Oh god.
Put all my clothes smell like shit. I'm never using this fabric softener again. It sucks.
Oh god.
I thought it was fleece, not feces.
Oh,
But, yeah.
my
So, anyways, so then I bagged it yet again because I just wanted to put as many plastic bags between me and the food. I was like, fuck the environment. And this,
This needs to be buried for 10,000 years.
So I went and deposited
opens
it.
it.
And the
Oh,
kicker,
shit.
to all
Evidence of
this-
an ancient civilization.
The kicker
Oh
was
my
the whole-
god!
Oh my god, a fossilized Walmart bag with feces inside.
We could
So-
grow new people out of this.
This whole emergency procedure took maybe 2 or 3 minutes. The real kicker about it was when I came back inside from the evidence in the garbage can at the street, my roommate was out of her bath. I'm like, oh, what are you doing outside? So if I could have just made it that few more minutes,
Yeah.
then crisis would have been averted.
Oh,
And I remember, like,
mine was definitely more
I
embarrassing.
wasn't, like, I didn't want to tell them what had happened. I did eventually tell them the story like, after we lived together.
Long after it didn't matter anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. But I remember, like, I wasn't relieved until I knew the garbage had been picked up, like, by the city officials. Because I was sitting there living in fear that, like, it'd be a few days later, I'd be having lunch with my roommate, and some sanitation official would just show up at the back door holding the bag and be like, "Sir, we don't accept human feces in Edmonton landfills."
By the way, you're getting
Come into
charged.
the kitchen and,
So-
Cass, can I see you for a minute in the kitchen?
Yeah.
And you
What's
go in
this?
and see the bag on the kitchen
What's
table.
We have to have a talk, Cass.
To point out the inside joke there for Sean and I, whenever our mother would discover something that we weren't supposed to have,
Yes.
in Sean's case it was cigarettes.
Yes.
In my case, a little tamer, it was a bottle of pop.
Oh.
These are the two prominent examples. She would basically have the evidence sitting on the kitchen table and just ever so innocently call you into the room. So you come in just thinking she needs a favor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd just be standing there in front of the evidence and just go, "What's this?"
So in Cass's case, it was, some bottles of pop or whatever. In my
Yeah.
case,
Oh, God.
it was the mountain of empty cigarette packs that I'd been stashing under my bed, trying to figure out a way to dispose of inconspicuously for months. So she had taken all of them out and put a nice little mountain of them on the kitchen table.
Yeah, because I think
I mean, there's just no defense when you're in that situation. It's like,
Oh god.
I smell
well then.
Yeah,
Did I ever
Yes.
tell you about when I was coming back from lunch with a little milk carton? And
Holy
I
crap.
couldn't finish it all the way, so I kept it in my locker.
Oh,
And I forgot about it in my locker, and I like my locker was so messy. I just put like books and random. The milk carton that was probably still a third full was still in my locker somewhere, and I didn't know until I started smelling it, and the entire hallway started smelling it, and I was like,
Oh.
"That's weird." And every time I opened up I wonder if it's coming from my locker. And when I found it, literally everybody was like, "Huh?
Get a carton of cheese.
It was probably
I have a similar story to Cass's shitting in a bucket story, essentially.
Oh, God.
I come home.
I was one of the midgets.
I get
Welcome
dropped
to the
off.
Multimedia Chronicles, folks.
I get dropped off.
No, I'm not even taking a shit.
Everybody poops. Alive and
Okay,
well.
Good.
so I get dropped off from class from a friend, right? And I'm like, I really like to shit. So I come in the house, I go to the door. Hey, buddy, hey, are you done? He's like, no, dude, I just started a very long process. And I'm like, fuck. I go to the room. Hey, I need to use your bathroom. Like, no, dude, I'm like fucking vomiting in here. Like, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, God. Oh, it's coming right now. Oh, fuck. So I grab my roommate, the one who's vomiting. I grab his trash can, his little, just like that, exactly like the one Cass had. There's one fucking trash bag, and I dump the trash out in the middle of the living room. I plop the trash down, I back down, I sit right there in the middle of the room, just take a dump. Just as my third roommate comes in from class.
Hey,
And I kid you not. No. Here's what happens. Hi.
I'm nonchalant, just like, sup?
No, because it's my mortified looks like, hi.
All I want to really do is I hope you plan on bringing that outside when you're done.
No,
It actually would have been better.
I just picture you like, oh god, thud, plop. Oh,
Hey man, how's
hi.
it going? And my roommate looks at me and just goes, and then walks past me into the bedroom and closes the door.
And you never
That's the
spoke
thing
to
I
him
was
again.
worried about. Like, I was really worried my other roommate, the one who wasn't in the bath, was gonna be like coming down to check on the cat's food or something like that.
I mean, look, my pants are on my ankles.
I'd just be sitting there with my ass in the trash can.
Watching you violently shitting into a bucket.
Not only that, is the way he's facing, he sees my balls and shit just hanging there, right? Just fucking full out force.
Oh, God.
Shit spattering all over the porch in a fucking shallow bucket, right? And he just stands there for like 10 seconds, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he's trying to process in his head, like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, this is as awkward as it looks. Just go to your room already, as I'm thinking in my head, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Just go. Stop staring at my dick and balls while I shit violently into this trash bag in the middle of the living room.
Well, like I say, that was my concern, was my roommate was going to come in, like, to check on the cat food or something like that.
Oh,
and there would be me
Making
squatting
a
with my
Jackson
ass
Pollock
into
here. Come on.
Yeah, my ass into a trash can. Pretty much just like, this is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah. But Justin, such an important question.
My important question is, did either of you wipe?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
You know
is
what
a
I had to
good
do,
question,
though?
yeah.
I had to hold the trash bucket to my ass, waddle to the kitchen, grab paper towel. So then I'm in the kitchen, squatting over a bucket,
Trying not
wiping
to
my
break
ass.
that vacuum seal between waste bucket
Oh,
and ass.
I'm fat.
I think if I remember right, our laundry room we also kind of used as a storage room, so there was like the extra toilet papers in the big Costco pack that we bought were down there, so I had my own roll.
So, just to further explain that my life is a series of bathroom catastrophes. Same four roommates, no, same three roommates with me, right? I'm on the couch just watching TV. One roommate's shitting, the other one's fucking his girlfriend. I told the story the other night, last night on Friday Night Sandy, or not Friday Night, sorry, on fucking Movie Gangbang. But so my roommate comes in. Oh god, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to pee so fucking bad. Like, sorry man, I can't do anything about you. I'm taking a dump, right? And I'm sitting here just like, I've seen this one before, right? He runs like, no, we're trying to fuck. Leave us alone. Like, no, I really have to go pee. Some good people are like, you're not coming in here. We're both fucking naked. Shit. So I just see, because the way the layout is, I'm sitting here. There's a hallway with one bathroom and a doorway to my roommate's room, and there's another doorway to the patio, and they have a sliding glass door to the patio. So I see him go into the room. He knocks. He's in their private bathroom. Like, come on, let me in. And then I hear the sliding glass door open. He walks out into the patio and starts pissing between the rungs on our second floor patio. Not 30 seconds later, here, what the fuck? He started peeing on the guy on the bench downstairs. He didn't realize he was there.
Oh god.
Oh no. That's awful.
I hear holy shit. I just start fucking dying laughing. I hear, oh my god, what the fuck? I fucking died. I died laughing, but I had the wherewithal to reach over and lock the front door. I'm like, let this motherfucker in. I'm fucking dying, like hanging over the edge of the couch, just trying to catch my breath. It was fucking funny.
Some of my weird bathroom stories
I'll be back.
pale in comparison to, pissing on a guy from a second floor building and then shitting. Multiple cases of shitting into buckets and garbage cans.
Well, I went to college for 8 years.
I shit in a stump.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Shit into what?
A stump.
No, but you've lived at home most of your life, right?
No, this was when we were camping.
I know, but you lived at home most of your life, right?
Yes.
So when you get out on your own and live with roommates and you start drinking and shit happens, literally. And that's when all the crazy shit happens. When you go out and start drinking or having fun or have fewer bathrooms than people. That's when all these funny stories happen because, you just haven't had that chance yet. You will eventually have that issue where you're going to pee on a dude on a bench from the second story.
The craziest thing where a bathroom wasn't available was, this was 5 or 6 years ago. For people who have basements, there is a common sight. There's a drain plug. There's a drain with a cap on it. It's usually a pipe that runs out from your heater / air conditioner. It's a condensation pipe, and that's what drains the condensation down the drain. And really had to pee. I mean, this is not a crazy story. And so I pull the drain cap and I piss into the condensation drain down the basement. That stuff doesn't go anywhere.
Nope.
So
Yes. Raptor said this is where the geeky compound will have a bathroom every 7 feet. White thrones as far as the eye can see. And we'll never have a bathroom incident again.
Not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
The dumping games, crafting fire.
Oh, it's like Jack
Maybe we'll
Nicholson
play
said
Hang-Ups
in.
Against Humanity.
It's like what Jack Nicholson said in the bucket list. He said the 3 golden rules of when you get older: never pass up a bathroom, never waste a hard-on, never trust a fart.
Yeah. It's interesting because it's basically, when I was living with the 3 roommates, it was essentially
Oh my
musical
God.
chairs with shitting.
I don't
So.
even know anymore.
Fucking laughing.
Shitting in buckets.
What the fuck is that?
Oh god.
I heard that too.
Shitting in buckets. Yes, that would be
Shitting.
my,
Shitting in buckets.
that was a really good line. It actually sounded like a voiceover thing. That's really
I actually did my first audition today for a voiceover.
awesome. How'd it go?
I did.
Nice.
I think it went all right. I mean, the deadline is still a couple days from now, so I won't hear from them for a few days. But it was for A&W.
Oh, that's cool.
They're having $2 shake deals thing, and it was just a 15-second clip.
How much would you get paid to get chosen?
I guess I don't know exactly how it works. It was my first one. I don't know how many other people auditioned for it.
What site are you using?
Voices.com.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can find it actually.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you finally get to do that because I know you've been wanting to do this for a while now.
Yeah, it's
Jeremy
awesome.
too. He's working on a demonic character for a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's 700 word? 110 word script.
Really, 110 words for 700? That's a good deal.
No, not for 700. I thought it was 700 words, but it's only 100.
If it's only 10 words, it must be a boss battle.
There's a demonic character that needs 110 words said, and then there's an actual barbarian character that has about 700 that pays more. Same game. So I don't know.
Barbarian character.
I think if I had a biography, it'd be Skin Slip, a series of unfortunate bathroom events. Because I probably have a couple dozen bathroom stories.
Or just bathroom catastrophe, the Skin Slip story.
I started laughing mid-pee.
Oh,
over
that's
there.
uncomfortable.
And then I farted, and that just made me laugh more.
Oh no.
And then my pee was, by that point, the pee was coming out in short, sharp bursts.
Oh,
and then I farted again. And that's where you heard me come back, just completely gone. I still haven't gone for
So
my
you're
smoke.
sitting there and it's just going like plop, 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 plop.
I mean,
I'm
think about
sure
this.
somebody could hear it.
I accidentally peed on my cat like a week ago, so
Okay,
clearly
Nick is going
things
crazy.
keep happening.
Is
How the
anyone
hell did
else
you accidentally
other
pee on
than
your
him
cat?
aware of Run Run Shaw?
That's
Yes,
intriguing.
Roman Shaw just died.
Who passed
I've
away
heard
this
of
week,
it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so a couple weeks, I think it was last week or the week before, I was really drunk, right? And I'm peeing, and the cat sticks its foot underneath, a claw underneath the door, and it scares me, so I kind of jerk a little bit and jerk the pee out the paw. The cat retracted and didn't talk to me, didn't see me for hours because I peed on her. So, adventures in bathrooms. Yeah.
I was just reminded of our story, Sean, from when we were at the movie theater years ago together. See there? Oh, I think he's gone away. I'll wait till he comes back.
Oh my god. I've got stories.
It's like you started the story, now look at the delayed live stream. He just stands up and walks away.
That's Sean for you, yeah.
Now, mind you, he would probably do that even if there was no delay.
Fucking A.
You'll just play it. Here.
She found the audition.
The A&W thing.
Ooh, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Whoops.
Can't hear it.
Whoops. Hold on.
$2 any size float.
There we go.
Anthony, and this is my audition for A&W $2 any size float. The A&W root beer float, made fresh in-house root beer topped with creamy vanilla soft serve always in our signature frosty A&W mug. Treat yourself to any size float, now for just $2 at your local A&W.
Wow, that's actually really
That's
smooth.
really good, yeah.
Not available in some Midwestern markets.
Not available in Iowa.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I couldn't help it. It is actually really good.
Thank
I
you.
want an A&W float.
It's hilarious. It's like, thank you. Just picture you're like giving me the finger from behind your turned off
now
cam.
if I ever have to have voiceover, I'm talking to Lana. Like, Lana, voiceover, go.
Yay! Well, thanks.
It's actually something I still want to do too. Actually,
that's me too.
I have all the materials to build my sound cube like you have, Lana. So
Yeah, go for it. I mean, I just basically was like, you know what?
So
What we're doing right now isn't cutting it. Let's see if we can make something happen out of this.
yeah.
So apparently, if it's a regional thing, you'll get paid roughly $300. If it's national, it's $1,000.
The one that I responded to, they were paying from $250 to $500, and you basically shoot them a proposal, and I shot them $275. I would still get $250, and then the other part would cover the service fee or whatever the hell it is.
I see. Interesting. I'm interested to try this out actually.
Yeah, they have a lot of.
I want to try it too.
But I can't do anything. I can't do anything until I get my my Yeti. So.
I like voice acting.
What's really cool about that site is when you make your profile and you fill out all the spaces, it'll actually customize your job list pertaining to which one would be best suited for you.
Cool.
Like right now, I got a preferred list. There's about roughly 8 or 9 preferred jobs that are the highest percentage match for my voice and what I put down under the under my profile.
Oh,
so it
good
makes
Lord.
it that much easier. Like, okay, this one might work out. This one, okay. It's instead of shifting through a bunch of fucking, okay, this one's for female. Never mind. Next fucking play. Yeah. It's nice.
The other thing that I had on mind was children's books. And I was like, well, that's really fitting because I might not have experience as a voiceover actor, but I've had experience nannying children for 3 years.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I was a nanny for these 2 girls I raised them from basically a couple months old to a couple years old. And then
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Someone needs to get rid of that guy who's being a dickhole in the chat.
Is someone being a dickhole?
Sure. Look at a specific BC person being a complete cunt rag.
Sorry.
No, not you, motherfucker. A different BC.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
I mean, BC stands for because cunt.
We even have it up somewhere.
What?
The other chat thing.
Yeah. As per what you were expecting, Brandon, I'm getting a lot of detractors on that Amazon thing.
Right, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, that's not as bad as it could have been.
It doesn't matter.
But, yeah.
If they're talking about
I was
it.
like, true, but when Netflix does it, they tell you, you know it. When Amazon does it, well, they didn't tell anyone this time. They just did it. That's a little uncouth if you ask me. And he said, except they do tell you every time. When you go to play a video on Amazon Prime, it takes you to the page for the video. Then tells you how much it would cost you to watch with and without Prime. If it's still free, it's $0. If it's not, you pay, and it takes you to a purchase page. The end. It's like, Dude, you still aren't getting the point. That's different on Netflix because you don't have to deal with that. With Netflix, it's always free, and there's no question about it. With Amazon, sometimes there's a question, so parents aren't necessarily going to be willing to let their kids use Amazon when Amazon is doing shit like this. Because their kids might not know any better, and they might end up buying things that the parents don't want them to buy. So it's like, it's still underhanded, dirty business tactics. No matter how many different ways you try to paint it, it's still fucking bullshit.
Come on, kitty. Come on. Jump. You got springs.
It's like, if you're going to get mad at Netflix and not get mad at Amazon, fuck you. Because what Amazon is doing is worse than what Netflix has ever done.
I made a
just
bologna sandwich.
Did you see, Cass, that I harnessed the power of the cat?
Mm-hmm.
She's got a harness on and she hates me for it.
Oh.
See?
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
She's so fucking defeated, right? She's like, I hate you. She's actually starting to get used to the harness.
Defeatist cat.
No, I'm just sure I'm gonna get fucking bit to shit tonight when I'm trying to sleep.
You just nip.
Go away! I put her on a leash earlier to try to get her used to that, right? And she just fucking laid there, like, eh. Yeah, I understand, Justin. People are dumb. They have blinders on, or whatever. Sean, can you get rid of the complete cunt rag that's in the chat?
Apparently there's a cunt rag.
Apparently there's a cunt rag? Where?
Yeah,
Ben Christian.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's saying really
what the fuck? Don't be like that.
Huh?
Uncouth. He's saying uncouth things that shouldn't be said, especially about Lana and Jeremy.
What's going on?
What the fuck?
He said,
You referred to Lana as Jeremy's boyfriend.
Jeremy is your boyfriend that going to finger you in the ass with his penis.
Okay, you deserve to be kicked for that statement. Fuck you. Lana's beautiful.
What the fuck did I miss?
Someone's making fun of you guys, and I'm trying to get Sean to pay
money
attention.
for this shit?
Yeah, look
What the
lower.
hell, Ben? Why the sudden douchebaggery?
I mean, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's somebody in his family or something. I don't know, but it's just stupid.
He needs to go to bed. It's time for his bed.
You've been a bad
Lay
boy.
the hell down.
Yeah, pass.
You got some problems you need to sleep on. Just go to fucking bed, man.
Yeah.
Ben, it's past your bedtime. You must go to bed.
You heard her.
Go to fuck to sleep.
Just go.
Yeah.
I don't care. Get off the chat. Go the fuck to sleep.
So, I assume the bathroom stories are now finished for the night.
I think they've run their course for tonight.
Jesus.
I think
So
so.
that's
I've got more.
An
So-
Oregon Trail. Well, we need more for next week. Save them.
I said a series of unfortunate events. I don't my bathroom.
Is that that's an Oregon Trail shirt you got there, Stout, that I just noticed?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It says, "You have died of dysentery." Fitting for our chat tonight.
It's funny. Yeah, I know. I hear about a lot of people who used to play that back in the olden days. Which would have been around the same time I was playing stuff on the Apple IIc and whatnot. Somehow that one I missed that one. I'm sure I would have played the shit out of it at the time.
Sometimes it's hard to believe that someone missed out on the trail.
Yeah.
This is
I played a lot of other stuff.
particular.
Played
How
like
did you
a
miss
shit ton of stuff.
Not
on the
playing
Apple,
Oregon Trail when you were younger is like saying that I never played Pac-Man.
Well, he's a little bit older. He wasn't around during the time when,
Mine was in
computers
school,
weren't as prevalent in school
on Apple IIs.
as it was for us. You know what I mean? Like, I experienced Windows 3.1 for the first time in like 5th grade, and that's about the time when I, discovered Oregon Trail. So.
So, to be fair, I mean, Math Blaster is better. But anyways.
Hey, Maven Beacon for the fucking win, man.
I played
sorry.
Nothing beats Lode Runner on the Apple IIe.
I played a text adventure called... Yeah, Lode Runner was awesome. I played Lode Runner 2 quite a bit.
The Apple IIe version is my favorite.
That's the one I played. That's
Yeah.
the one I played. I still have it somewhere.
I'm still
I remember
using
the
Windows
Icon
3.1.
computers. I can't remember what brand they were or what they did or anything, but I just remember those.
Which what?
The Icon computers.
I think that was the brand. It was like it was an off-brand
Yeah, it was like a learning.
Icon. I remember that they had them at Thornley Secondary, where I took computer studies and learned to do some programming on them.
From Unisys, actually, apparently.
Was it? Oh.
It was actually specifically built for the Ontario Ministry of Education.
Cool.
So it's actually a we grew up in Ontario thing. We know about the Icon computers.
There you go.
I have something.
I was just going to say, I remember playing this one particular text adventure called The Quest, which is basically you on the hunt to, on an epic quest to defeat an evil dragon that was plaguing the land. And I figured out, after much trial and error, I figured out all the things that you needed to do to accomplish the quest, to succeed in the mission. And after figuring it all out, I was actually able to complete the game in about 2 minutes.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Eric.
Am I that loud?
You're being fucking annoying.
Yeah, you're just... Sean is sitting there telling a story, and you're just sitting there whining on the camera like, it's so low. Like, my God, shut up.
So my story was there was this text
Drunk
adventure
ass.
called The Quest that I used to play a lot, and it was, epic fantasy adventure, text adventure. It was you with an adventurer named Gorn, who was very Conan-like, and then some sorcerer chick. And you had to defeat this evil dragon that was plaguing the land. But after, playing through it and finishing it and figuring out everything that you needed to do to finish the quest, I was actually able to do all of those primary objectives in about 2 minutes.
Damn.
So to go from beginning to end in 2 minutes. A lot of the other stuff was just kind of optional. And had no impact whatsoever.
Oh my God, did I just find a way to play Lode Runner right now? Holy shit.
Is it the console living room?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. We had an article about that this week.
I know.
Promised out that I would share this last night.
What's this? I don't remember this.
I probably don't remember much.
You got a point.
Zing.
There you go. Yeah. This is a. I figure I'll read it out to the live stream. People may find it amusing or whatever. I got oddly creative last night. This is a letter I wrote to a friend of mine, reflecting upon my experiences at the hotel I was staying at that was overrun by Chinese children.
Oh, joy.
You racist bastard, by the way.
I'll just interject briefly here. Duncan says, I'm currently playing a text adventure. It's the Infocom Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have that for the Apple II. Great game.
I'm gonna say about that
I
is
played that.
Great game.
Good luck.
And I finished it, too. I also do have the hint guide, which was printed in that invisible ink that you would use a pen to reveal. It has all since faded away again.
Because it was too late.
Yes. Well, 20 years too late.
Go, Eric, Cass.
So, Cass's Adventures with Chinese Children. Go.
So I'm basically just gonna read the letter that I sent to my friend himself, a Chinese parent.
Okay.
Very Canadianized though, who's living in Hong Kong right now. So his name's Yusuf. So I said, Dear Yusuf, let me preface by saying I'm still overjoyed for you and Mish, his wife, for your little bundle of joy. And I have no doubt both of you will raise him to be a productive and positive member of society. I would never take it upon myself to interfere in the rearing of one's child, especially when I have yet to bear children of my own, but I feel I must bestow upon you one small request on behalf of the many thousands who fail to find the courage to speak up and make their voice be heard. Please, please, don't become that Asian parent. I'm spending the night at La Quinta Richmond near YVR, our glorious home away from home a decade ago, and I just spent the last 15 minutes in the whirlpool watching as 2 Chinese children under 6 treated the hotel weight room as their personal playground, rolling on the treadmill, swinging like monkey bars from the Bowflex machine, and prying their fingers in between the metal weight plates.
Oh, good.
Right now, I bet you're expecting me to tell you that they are unsupervised. The scary thing is, they weren't, technically. The man who was presumably their father was in the room on the recumbent bicycle, employing some bizarre, unknown, possibly traditional exercise method of pedaling slowly for 1 minute and then texting for the next 3. Hell, if that really works, why not 160 pounds by now? Anyways, and keeping his eyes glued to his phone and remaining blissfully unaware of the number of times his children came within inches of severing extremities.
Yeah.
The answer is 612. I counted with anxiety as I remained helpless outside of class. I can't confirm this for certain, but I believe these are the same 2 children that were in the pool last night, right near closing, and screaming at the top of their lungs. I could hear them from the elevator, 3 floors up. We could begin with why on earth is any child of that age still awake at 10 o'clock on a school night? That seems almost trivial to the multitude of other issues I outlined above. So yeah, even though I honestly believe that in the great parent race you could pretty well win by default, I felt it my duty to bring this to your attention. I also hope I haven't offended you at all, but it's late, I'm tired and cranky from 2 days on the road, and I've noticed your tendency to comment on Hong Kong culture in your posts, so I figured something of this nature wouldn't bother you in the slightest. All the best, Cassidy. Your friendly neighborhood pacifist Canadian who's now been branded a racist and must carry out his days in exile, also known as Alberta, for the mere mention of the word Asian.
Well, let's just be honest here.
P.S. Guess who just came screaming down the hallway?
Oh, good. Wow.
P.P.S. They're staying in the fucking room next to me.
You wrote that?
I did.
Who did you give it to?
That was a friend of mine I worked with years ago.
So funny.
Cass writes good letters. What Cass is not good at, however, is leaving succinct and to the point voicemails.
And also hiding the fact that he shit in a bucket once.
Going back to the whole roommates thing, I wrote a couple of really interesting letters to my roommate. I will
just
never
punched a
ever
roommate.
again have 3 roommates, female.
Oh, well. I moved to my last apartment in Ventura, right? And we got one roommate. We decided we didn't want so many roommates, so we got one roommate. On moving day, this guy nearly severed an artery in his hand opening a box with a knife.
Oh my god!
Oh, lovely.
Idiot.
That was just the start of the fucking disaster that was the Dumas. He was a fucking dumbass. So, I've had
Dumas. Alexander?
His name was Alexander, yes.
Really?
Yep. His name is Dumas, but we called him the dumbass.
Dumas.
Like, isn't there a famous, like, historical figure named Dumas?
He's a writer, a famous writer.
Yeah.
He wrote,
I wonder if he was named after that.
3 Musketeers.
Three Musketeers, there you go. I knew
I
it
said
was
that,
something
yeah.
significant, yeah.
But this guy was so passive-aggressive. He just wouldn't talk. He'd say, hey, when you put my movies back, can you at least put the A's where the A's go and stop putting them in random locations in my shelf? Very simple request, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't bother doing strict alphabet because I knew that shit gets mixed up and people get confused. So I just put all the A's together. That was it, right? But he would take an A movie and put it in the G's. And I'm like, why is fucking, a drama strain in the G's? Well, there's this one cinematographer or whatever, his name is G, and I thought that maybe that was your story. So I'm like, no, it's alphabet, motherfucker. Yeah.
Alphabetical by title, not random credits.
And this fucking happened hundreds of times. Okay? And it always pissed me off. But if you ever had and I always told him, look, I need you to, stop doing that. If you don't know where it goes, just lay it on top. I'll put it away. I don't even care at that point.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal for me to quickly grab it and shove it where it needs to go. But And then whenever he got angry or upset or something, he'd write a long 4 or 5 page message about how upset he was and how emotionally distraught, how much emotional distress I caused him by not washing his knife 5 minutes after using it while still eating my sandwich.
You're causing me great emotional stress right now, I have to say.
Yeah, me too.
Great emotional stress.
Yeah, I think it's time to call it a night, guys. We're already an hour and a half overtime, and yeah.
I don't know. I'm still
out of booze. Well, we don't
Not
have to call it a
yet,
night.
no.
We'll just
See?
call it a night
Oh,
for
no.
this, for the thing. I was thinking of watching a movie and then going to bed. I haven't decided what yet, though. So, any final words for Saturday Night Insanity this week on the fine evening of Saturday, January 1st, 2000, or no,
Happy
Saturday,
belated
January 11th,
birthday to
2014.
metal.
Bucket.
Fuck it.
That's a bucket.
I have more bathroom stories, guys. That's all I have to say.
Awesome.
Come back next week for more.
For more bathroom stories. Oh yeah, we were gonna end on a YouTube video here, weren't we? Did everybody cue it up or grab it?
Let me shoot up.
Let me get it again.
Hold on.
Okay.
Like I closed it, forgetting what it was.
Really?
I think I still have the link here. There you go. So everybody cue that up.
I'm trying to open it now. Hold on.
I'm actually going to grab it myself. Just gonna put it over to me. Hi. And so I can download it.
Okay, I
need to load it in a different fucking browser because my computer's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
You need to build your other computer, but you were busy all day.
I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow.
Did you get your replacement motherboard finally?
Replacement?
They just sent it back.
Motherfucker. They did a test on it and sent it back.
What? So it was fine then?
No, they didn't say that. They just said, we did a test on it and sent it back. There you go.
Okay.
In that tone.
Basically, it's
The letter was
fucking
slurring
Gigabyte.
its
What are you
words,
expecting? They don't know how to speak English. They are all Asian, let's just be honest here.
He's a little racist.
Yeah, that's true.
Forgive him.
Yes.
No, I like
Very
this Spanish. I don't
racist.
mind.
Yes, no, it's okay. I like this stuff.
You know what's true? Don't even act like
Passively aggressive against Asians. Hey, I like him.
I like this guy.
I am cued, by the way.
I'm also
I am Quay-Wade.
We're good to go.
I'm Quay
Hueys.
as well.
Hueys.
Okay, hold
So I
on
used
a
to say.
second here. Just
Didn't realize it was Q.
Alright.
I used to smack people that say catch instead of cash.
Catch or cache.
Or
Cache,
I am Quay-Wade.
cache and cash are both ways to say it. You cannot say catch.
Cache would be if it had a silent T at the end. It does not.
Or an E apostrophe.
Unfortunately, cache is an acceptable way of saying it, regardless of what you think.
According to you.
According to the fucking dictionary, but it's
No.
okay.
No, the dictionary's wrong.
But then again, it does have selfie.
Listen,
So.
in America, whatever we say goes.
I'm ready.
Okay, is everybody ready? Everybody queued up? Here we go. So this is this week's selection. I believe it's from College Humor, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
I watched this the other day. The first half is just so awkward and painful and wonderful and brilliant. But you got to stick it out for the last half because it is totally worth it. Here we go. So, gives me great pleasure to present this week's YouTube video, the porno table read. Just switch on over here.
Here's the countdown.
Minor adjustments to the screen.
I almost accidentally pressed play,
No,
too.
not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Just wait. Okay, everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, porn.
The short show.
The lips, the tips, the tip of the dick, the tip of the dick, the tips of the lips.
Alright, so first of all, Donnie, Mon, obviously you guys are old pals. Pete, we got a new fresh face here. Really talented guy. Looking forward to seeing what he's got.
Is this 40 gays and 40 nights?
Down the hall. Alright, here we go. Interior, home. freshly showered woman, wearing nothing but a towel. There's a knock at the door. Ooh.
Someone order a thick Sicilian?
Not me. I didn't order any pizza.
It's okay. I'd be happy to put my penis in your vagina instead.
Another knock at the door. Oh, who's this? Maybe it's Mr. Handsome Plumber Man over here. What's he doing here?
Someone call about a leaky pipe.
I did. It's been getting wet in here for hours.
Oh, well then, I should probably take care of that.
Feel free to do whatever it is you need.
Well then, I should, check for clogs in your holes.
Come on, Frankie, what the fuck is this?
Pete, what's going on, buddy? Did you come prepared today or what?
Did you do your character work?
Walk me through what you did to get into the heart and soul of your character today.
I studied my lines and...
Studied your lines, Studied his lines. All right. Pete, Don here has taken on 3 different pizza delivery jobs. All right, he's been slinging pies every fucking night. Mona, she's literally had no contact with the outside world for months.
I missed my sister's funeral.
She missed her sister's funeral, Pete.
I'm sorry.
Live him, Pete. You gotta breathe him in. You gotta become this guy, all right? Look deep within your soul as a human being, and then just fuck the shit out of him. All right, Donnie, let's just go from your next line, all right? Go ahead.
Ooh, cup those balls!
Oh yeah, you like me cupping those balls?
Those balls are nice and kept.
Yeah, Yeah, oh, squeeze those balls. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you like that? I like that.
Oh yeah.
No, this is a rehearsal, Pete.
Show some class, kid.
Jesus Christ. Mona, are you all right, baby? Are you okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Pete, do you see what you're doing over here? Man, I don't know what to do here, guys. I gotta be honest. I don't fucking know what to do.
I mean, do we need this guy?
Now, come on. It's called Two's Company. Three's a crowd on my mouth. 1 dick, that's not a crowd. That's a normal amount of dicks.
I've been preparing for 2.
She needs 2, Don. We gotta be fast. Wait.
I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to be a part of this project, and I'm such a huge fan. I mean, Frank, your directorial debut, come all over her face. Donnie Cock, the cocksmith. I mean, come on, you're a legend, man. You made me want to do porn, and Mona, I've jerked off to you so many times. Please, give me one more chance.
Say guys. Give me one fucking try.
That's so sweet.
Don't fuck this up.
Dirty.
Don't fuck this up.
That's quite the leak you've got there. Lucky for you. I've got all the tools you need.
Will it be
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. And then I take that scruff and I rub it in my teeth like this. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna take my balls out. Oh, I'm gonna bring it with my dick. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in your ass. And then I'm gonna floss my teeth with your...
You're all Mr. 39.
Oh no.
God. The best porn actor ever.
That's what I call a two-man job.
Oh god. That was fucking amazing.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Human fan.
My favorite part was the coming.
The fisherman. Just out of nowhere.
Just very serene.
Coming.
Oh my god.
That was fucking amazing.
I love all the related
was
videos.
4-6 porno video.
Okay, I did not look at the related videos. Well, maybe a couple, but you know, that was primary focus.
Memory card on a bus.
Had to do a little research.
And there was a video of a girl giving this dude a blowjob, and I was like, what the fuck?
Ralph Rivera says, I am offended, sir. Not everyone in Brooklyn talks like this.
I didn't recognize anybody in the video, by the way.
Yeah.
YouTube 2.0, Laos porno. Laos.
What?
I think you need to take another shot, brother.
I know,
Talking
man.
about-
I know.
Come on, let's do a shot, huh? What the fuck's
YouTube,
taking
the
you
way
so
it
long?
exists today, it accepts porno. You can find porn on YouTube
Oh, well, yes. This is,
easily.
It has been that way for many years.
Many years. But if you're used to YouTube point 2007, ha! Ha! There was no porn back then. Now,
No
you
porn
got
for
all
you.
the porn.
All the porn.
All of it.
He's so wasted. It's fucking.
They're like fucking twerking.
Yeah.
Let's porn.
Just porn. It's what people, just give the people what they want. Okay?
That's right.
You know how
So, I mean,
taboo it was?
Here's how it started, alright? Here's how it
Okay.
started. It started with fucking, the, like, artsy-fartsy kind of, well, this is here just because it's, you know, it's educational or
It's
something
art.
like that. And then,
People need
they
to see the
realized
process
all
of
the
childbirth.
yeah, and then
From
they
the
realized all the
perspective of
people
the
watching
vagina.
this are just jacking off to it anyways. And like, well,
What?
if
It's-
that's what's going on,
It's
then
the
why
most
not just allow
unjack
actual
offable.
regular porn on here?
But childbirth is the
What's
least.
happening now?
Childbirth is literally the least attractive
Oh,
thing
you'd
I've
be
ever watched a vagina do.
surprised. There.
It was funny. It's funny when you go back to like
Not one of them,
2006 and
but I have
7.
encountered some, and they're
Another one for you, Jim.
weird people.
And yes, to answer the chat, Stout is drunk.
Wrong.
It's
When
not
he was
drunk
talking-
stout, it sounds like a sober Christopher Walken.
To example, when he was talking over your story, he was
You
trying
know,
to whisper
drink
quietly.
rubbing alcohol.
I
But it just
did.
came
I
out-
thought I was being quiet.
But instead, you were just talking like a normal person.
The thing is, like,
Yeah.
I was watching the soundbar and I didn't see it
You
going
can't
very
trust
high.
that. You can't trust
I
it.
know, right? So I was
Do
like,
do do do
shit.
do. Don't
Like,
trust
I
it.
didn't mean to be annoying.
Hey, I pooped into a trash can. I can't complain.
Apparently, a lot of us have.
As did I.
But I gotta tell you,
I've peed into sinks before, but never pooped in
A
a
third of
trash
us have
can.
pooped into a trash can.
while on this, it made it funnier.
All right.
I've also shat into a urinal. That was interesting.
Excellent.
I thought I told that.
Yes, you have. A
So
long time ago, but, you know, maybe it's time to revisit that, like, next week or something.
that went well. Aren't we leaving?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's leave now. Before this.
Fuck off, everyone!
Thank you for subscribing to me, Howler Mouse. Appreciate that.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Well, have yourselves a wonderful week, everybody. We'll see you next time for more Saturday Night Insanity. I'm still sitting out of the movie Gangbangs because I just don't get home in time, basically. But what was the
Honestly,
movie?
the funnier with Adam.
What was the
No,
movie
kidding.
Gangbang this week, guys?
Mom and Dad save the world.
Mom and Dad
Mom and
Save
Dad
the World.
Saves
There
the
you go.
World.
So check
And
that
if
out.
you
over
are
at
able to make it
geeky.com.
out this week, Sean, we're doing Surf Ninjas, so
Oh yeah, we're doing Surf Ninjas.
Okay.
there you go. I know how much you love that movie. I just
Yeah.
wanted to let you know.
Yeah, it's gonna pain me to miss that.
Tone Loc, man. Tone Loc.
Found my
Tony
Tone
Ray
Loc
Jr.?
fix.
Liam Neeson.
Ace Ventura,
well, no,
man.
not Liam Neeson. What am I thinking about?
Liam Neeson and Tone Loc in the
No.
same movie?
No, the other Neeson.
Oh.
Comedic Neeson.
Oh, what's his face?
Oh, speaking of the Scream Factory release
Leslie.
of Darkman,
Leslie.
apparently they will have a new interview with
Leslie
Liam Neeson
Nielsen.
on it.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Leslie Nielsen,
definitely looking
by
for
the way.
Leslie
I got
Nielsen
the L and
and
the N
Liam
right.
Neeson
That's about it.
in Guys with the Same Initials, the movie.
It's like when you just reminded me of stout. You're like, well, I got some of it right. When I was in grade 12 in my social studies class, we were doing a quiz on like the Canadian electoral system, and so it wasn't like a proper quiz. It was one of those like write it out and then you grade yourself kind of thing.
A plus.
I used to love those when I was it's because they didn't like really count for marks. It was more just to see what you knew. And so the question was like what's the name for the place where people go to vote? So I couldn't remember precisely what it was or something like that.
Porta potty.
Almost similar, actually.
I've got some of those stories too.
Porn and
I was sitting beside a friend of mine, so I put voting station.
Okay.
And then the proper name is actually a polling station.
Oh, you're close.
So I said to my friend, I said, well, I put station, so I should get half a mark. And he's like, well, by that logic, you could have put bus station. And you would have gotten the same mark.
Bus station.
That's true.
That's just where you go to vote, yeah.
I would be that harsh teacher who's like,
You
nope.
can have a booth. Totally have a booth in the bus station.
Don't care.
In fact, some of the small towns, their town hall may be the bus station.
Yep.
I mean, if you argued it, I might have given you like 0.25%, but I'm not
on the
giving
quiz
you
that didn't
half.
actually count for marks towards our grade.
Not giving you. I don't even give a fuck. Not giving you half.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm gonna be a dick as a teacher. And let's just be honest. With an English degree, that's exactly where I'm going.
Nothing says, I'd like to vote on the next bus that will arrive. Alrighty. Let's call it a night, guys.
Will skid slip shit in the washing machine? Tune in next week to find out.
The chances are pretty high. Just
no spoilers, come on.
That was a teaser.
Where
a teaser,
will
okay.
it be?
You don't know.
Believe it or not, we'll go shit.
Anyway.
Believe it or not, I'll shit in your trash.
Or it's like, just a quick closing thought. When I messaged, after I wrote that letter, I messaged Dad and I was telling him about the loud Asians next door.
Oh, okay.
And I was thinking of a reimagining of the Daft Punk song. It's like, we're up all night to be loud. We're up all night because we're Asian. We're up all night because we're Asian.
This motherfucker is racist.
Well,
He's
and
racist.
on that little bit of techno racism, we'll trying to think of a good term for it. We'll
gotta
be
say-
doing. We'll see you again next week.
It's
so
race
until
rock,
then,
I gotta say,
when
don't
Stout finishes
give up on
rambling.
movie gangbang just because Sean's not there. He's there in spirit, all right?
I'm totally not
He's
there.
there.
I'm
What the hell are you
intentionally
talking
avoiding
about,
it just to
Stout?
see how they fare without me. You know.
We fare poorly without you because everyone's like, "Where's Sean? Where's Sean?"
Yeah.
Come on, it's the same movie gangbang. Come on, man.
Is that what the comments are? Seriously?
Well, some of them were.
No.
Yeah. I was just like, come on.
Well, you'll know I'm in it if I post it on the Facebook page, basically. But
And you
We're
hear
funny,
you know,
too.
they're
Wait,
good
wait.
too. It's not the Sean show. I'm the guest. It's not
I'm
even
not
my
funny,
fucking
but,
show.
Wait,
it's
wait.
Skin
Brandon's
Slip's show.
funny. Brandon's funny and Matt's funny and
Everybody's
you know,
fun.
Matt-
Matt's fucking
Matt-
hilarious.
No.
Okay, here's the thing. We just recruited Jeff to be a regular, right?
Oh, there you
So
go.
we got
Jeff's
Jeff,
funny too. Yeah.
Two of the funniest people I fucking know.
Oh,
The problem
absolutely.
is we started off without Sean on Cabin Boy. Fuck. Worst choice ever. I'm sorry. That was a bad choice.
I
It
wanted
was
to
a
be
bad
there
movie.
for that one. I'm kind of bummed I missed out. on
No,
it, but-
no, you just be happy. Just be happy you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to revisit that one. We're telling
I was
you,
almost asleep by the end of it.
Really?
It's not that good. You can watch the last 20 minutes of it and be like, okay.
It's funny.
That
I
was-
had fond memories of it, but it was just the last 20 minutes apparently.
Yeah.
You had cloudy memories. Alright. See you next week, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Until next time, thanks for chatting. Sayonara.
Penis.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I like vaginas.
Brought to you by Squat the Puppet.
Penis.